Alrighty, everyone. Tactical Edge here, and we're back to another Friday night fight. The second last one before we're going on to Thrones of Decay. And yeah, let's do some warm up before the DLC gets dropped. And yeah, we're on. I was in early access earlier, but we're rolling back into the live patch, and just so we can get some weekend action going. I need to check who I'm playing against first. Give me a second. Nurgle's PA. Where are you at, mate? Wait. What? Yep. I'm supposed to fight against Nurgle's PA, but the next round might be a bit rough. But anyways, let me just try to find Nurgle's PA first. Is he even online? Damn. He's offline on Discord, which might be a bit of a concern. Either ways, if he's not online, then we're gonna... And, yeah, give me a second. Alright, Nurgle's PA's online, so we are good to go. But yeah, I've been testing out a couple units in the early access for a bit. Got some exciting content planned for the DLC in early access. But the embargo needs to get dropped first before I can release any of the DLC content. Right now, I can only showcase the free updates, which include like Steam Tanks, the Dwarf Air Force rework, and that sort of stuff. I might do like a campaign stream at some point, not sure yet. Like if I have time and have the energy, I do want to do a bit of a campaign. But to be fair, I haven't played campaign for so long. It's cause I just personally don't enjoy playing against the computer against AI that much. But I do want to try out some of the new reworked like campaigns like Guild. Finally, all 8 colleges of magic are here, so we can actually use all 8 winds of magic for the Empire. I don't know if Nurgle's PA have set up a lobby yet, so I'll just set up my lobby. Alright, let's see if Nurgle's PA is gonna show up anytime soon. At the same time, we need to set the map Ash Plains. So, pretty conveniently placed. We do have a bit of a change in picks and bans, because Tequila Sunset was suggesting we move closer to what Vermin League is right now. Basically we're just using Vermin League picks and ban rules, and yeah. Player 1 would be top. Oh, yeah. Basically, yeah, we're just using the best of threes pick and bans for the Vermin League rules. Which, like, for the best of ones, we'll just use the round 1 pick and bans. But of course, in the last round, it's gonna be a best of 3, so we just use all 3 rules. But right now, in the round 1, we're player 2. So player 1 picks 3 factions to play and bans 1 from opponent. Player 2 removes 1 of the 3 picks and unbanned faction to fight either of the remaining faction. So yeah, waiting for Nurgle's PA to make his picks and bans. Ooh, okay. Lizardman, High Elves, Dark Elves ban. What is Kislev? I was thinking what the hell is Ki, but yeah, Kislev. I don't intend to pick Kislev anyways, but Lizardman, High Elves, Dark Elves. We're still on live patch, so I can't bring out the I can't bring out the rework Steam Tank. Ah. It's like playing on early access patch is like okay, to be fair, it depends on the early access. Like if it's Shadows of Change, then playing on the early access is not that amazing, but for most of the game, I've been really enjoying it. So like not having the access to Steam Tank, it hurts me. It hurts me so much. Let me think. What do I want to play? I'll ban Dark Elves because I hate Dark Elves. And should I warm up with Dawi or should I play something that is not gonna get touched by? I feel I've been playing against High Elves and Lizardmen with Norscan fairly often enough. I should pick something else at some point. But a lot of the factions are kind of shit. You know what? I'll just do some dumb stuff. Banning High Elves, picking Wood Elves, and see what we can do with the Tree Huggers. The environmentalists of the extreme radical environmentalists of Total Warhammer Fantasy. They do take their environmental protection to the extreme, after all. Oh man, oh, hurts. Yeah. On the side note, I'm not in my top shape right now, as in I struggle to move my mouse because I went climbing, bouldering with friends for a bit, and haven't worked out in like months, and that really is biting me in the back. Like my muscles, it's like my body starts remembering muscles that it haven't used in a while. Like sometimes I move and be like, ah, right, there's a muscle right there. Ah. But the problem is that what reminds me of the muscle, it's the pain. Which is not great, including when I just move around in my chair, so yeah. Fun times. High Elves are worth the ban, that I would live to see that day. The thing is, I don't want to fight High Elves as the Wood Elves, because Wood Elves are rather weak to High Elves with their missiles. Nurgle's PA, I don't know if you're around, but can you pick your faction, please? Oh boy. Alright. He's here, he's here. Lizardman. Lizardman! Oh no! That's fine. I'm happy to take this fight. I'm happy to take this fight. Haven't played this build in a while, so let me just do that. Do I really want to? I don't want to. Hulk Riders are gonna get shat on, so no, not a good choice. So ordinary shooter phones. Maybe. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm running out of money. Running out of money. I don't have enough money. Alright, cool. We'll just not use Forest Dragon this time, I suppose. Orion's kind of let's just set this army up. Lizardman versus Wood Elves. You know, this front line is gonna be kind of fucked. Shit. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. And what else? And then Spellsinger. Let's just get a Spellsinger. Nah, just get Brentford. Earthblood, no Covs. Turn off the Trickster shard. Turn everything off. We're on the desert. We're in the desert, no trees at all. So Blessing of the Ancients is not gonna work at all. And we're out of funds. Fun times. We're still out of funds. Right. We can turn this off, so we have more funds now. Good. Should we? Let's just play some spicy War Dancer frontline, I suppose. Not that it's anything great, but yeah, it is what it is. Let's just go do it. Let's do this with a meme build. And I can. Kinda. The problem is we don't have any ways to deal with skink skirmishers, which might be a problem in the late game. Ah, well. Or we can just... Oh yeah, spicy build, let's go. I'm gonna regret this so much. Yeah, it's fine. We shall fight this out. We shall fight this out. The meme is strong, one single bow brought. This is pure spite. This is technically not even a bow unit. The bow is just there. Like, it's just there because it's there. Like, the bow is inconsequential. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Dampen now removes magic attacks. Big brain moment. Dampen now removes magic attacks. So if the Zolts fight on top of War Dancers, that means they remove magic attacks of whatever they're fighting. And the magic attacks, like, the War Dancers can now actually rely on the physical resistance because their targets aren't dealing magical attacks to them. And then on top of that, if we stack the physical resistance with the first flesh to stone, and then the War Dancers will be super extra tanky. Yes! Yeah, boy! Yeah, boy! Big brain moment. This is the big brain moment. Like, yeah. This build is gonna be strong. This is the build, man. This is the winning build for sure. For sure. Like, on top of that, there's healing coming in from multiple sources. I have Flesh to Stone to stack resistance. Just also stack, like, stats on the War Dancers. They are gonna shred some skinks and Saurus today. I think. It would be funny if I just lose heart after this. Oh. Cries. But yeah. It's too late to back out now. We're committed in the Zolt build. But yeah, the Dryads are gonna die, like, no questions asked. And I mean, we're bringing quite a few meme units today, unfortunately. After all, this is not meta at all. Not meta at all. Let's just turn on there. We can't turn it on yet. And have a couple cavalry at the back, in case we need to send our mobility to run stuff down and whatnot. But yeah, This guy will just hold in the front line or something and help out in whichever fight. Yeah, whichever fight he is in, I suppose. Like, we just go into fighting. Alright, I forgot to take off the shield of the scroll of shield. Yeah, it will do. It will do. Fuck it. We ball.
Understood. It is done.
Alright, cool. Oh, somebody already finished their first match. Oh boy. Ah, okay. We got a huge respect if I win that. That's a big if right there, Selenata. That's a big if. That's a big if. Like, the only none of these are meta. None of these are meta. Dryads are maybe meta, but they're just chaps, so like, yeah. I'm not bringing meta units. What have I done? What have I done? Oh, so many skinks. Actually, let me just do this thing first, and then yeah, I'll just do that. Is that tic-tac-toe? Okay. Okay. We're not fighting meta today. We're not fighting meta. Let's go. Ow. 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 Really? 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 Ow. Hurts. Why you do that? I mean, I'm already wasting some magic on just to like get. Alright, let's see if we can slow down the horn ones. Alright, let's go. Just get some damage done against the horn ones, and then we can do some stuff about it. I don't know. Oh, this is not great. Anyways, another one of those. Alright, let's just pull back a bit. We did some damage to the horn ones, but not great, honestly. Alright, let's go. We have to rush. There's no choice. Alright, we kind of caught them. It's not too bad, all things considered, but then again, we need to send out.
Quickly! For Eldrazar! Orders understood! To battle! Swift!
Shit. Yeah, well, just charge, I suppose. Can't really do much. Oh god, that hurts a lot! Alright, let's just fight it out, I suppose.
With haste! To battle! As you say! With haste!
Oh, back up, back up, back up. Alright, let's just fight it out and get some healing. And they're out. Really? 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 Come on. Alright. There we go. Alright, let's just go in and do some fighting. You guys keep going after them. And can we get some explosions in here? Boom. We did some damage, but not even close to enough to do anything significant. Alright, you guys have to back up a bit. Man, we're microlling some of these guys hard. Oh, shit. Kill Tic-Tac-Toe! How is Tic-Tac-Toe in there? Kill him! Kill him! Alright, alright, let's go, let's go! We can still do this. We can still kind of do this. Maybe. Perhaps. Get him! No! Alright. You guys have to come back here.
End them!
Quickly! I will comply.
And let's just slow them down a bit.
Ha! Kill them!
Alright, we ran out of Earthbloods now. And Tic-Tac-Toe survived! Tic-Tac-Toe lives! Damn it!
Ready and eager! Battle ready! Slay them!
Alright, see if we can do some damage. Some damage, not a lot. But let's go.
We are tireless!
I stand ready!
Alright, and then another blast. Just to get some damage out here and sustain these guys. Get that scroll of shooting out.
Isha! With haste! Yes!
And we got some troops back, so let's just chase off stuff
Dauntless as
all over the place.
at pace! Heed
Alright,
our
alright.
alarm.
Alright, alright, alright! We're consolidating! We're consolidating! We're kind of holding! Oh!
Great Lord!
This is hard, but we're kind of holding.
You say.
Oh,
Now,
shoot him.
attack!
Okay, we have that one bow unit is finally actually doing things with his bow. That's fine. Oh!
Cavalry! Right!
Keep riding them down! Shoot him!
Ready to hunt!
Kill Tic-Tac-Toe! And maybe get some healing for everyone here. So that the war dancers keep fighting and...
Fire the colonel.
Alright, cool.
Understood. At once. Acknowledge.
Alright, everyone
Right
just
away.
please take some hits.
At speed. With haste. Withdraw. Moving. Orders understood. To the
Alright, slam in here and
Pull back!
keep these guys sustained for a bit. I am out of magic. Oh no, what happened? Everything is just dying here. Oh no! I can't kill... I might have to back off from here. Oh shit, why are they routed? No! So close, yet so far! This might be it. It's just these two duking it out. They returned? Oh, Tic-Tac-Toe survived? No! Alright, 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 alright. We just have to keep routing stuff off.
at speed. Ever ready.
Quickly! At pace!
With haste.
Just have to kill the horn ones a bit.
Highborn. I will comply.
You guys have to fight those.
Son of Athelord.
At speed!
You just have to.
Ever ready! Attack!
With haste.
Alright,
Ever ready. At speed.
They will die!
Swiftly.
keep chasing. Keep fighting.
Withdraw.
Oh no, we don't have enough magic to do anything.
End them!
And they routed. Great.
For Isha!
Alright, alright, alright.
The forest calls.
We might just have to do some psycho charging now.
Ready. At
Right,
pace.
maybe I'll keep these war dancers fighting long enough.
Once. Eye away. Unity fair.
Right, here we go. Here we go. Helm of Discord. Let's go. Tic-Tac-Toe is just staying out there, refusing to join the fight at all.
Acknowledged. With pace.
4 more seconds. Can we kill all of the Soras at least? Yeah, the flock of them killed my war dancers. One final charge from the Glade. Riders? Maybe? Perhaps?
Battle ready.
Alright, just turn off the firing. Okay, so what now? What spell should I use now? That's a lot of skinks, but maybe if I the horn ones is still a thing, and we have some more magic, about 15. We have 23 left, so it's 20. We can cast 3 more spells. Oh wait, no. Yeah, 23 more magic. So 2 more spells. 2 more spells. What? 3 more spells. Yeah, 3 more spells. So 1 on these Sora Spears, because I don't want to fight them in melee. And then maybe 1 more for healing. Why? This one single zone came back. Oh god. Alright. We bowl. They are running out of ammo, which is fine for me, I suppose. We're not using any more of those Awakening of the Wood. We're not waking up wood today. Balance of power is still fairly even. I'm not too worried about. Oh, we need to use the healing. We need to use the healing.
Orders understood. Battle ready. Elinil!
Alright, can we at least kill? Oh shit! We need to use the rest of the magic. Have to go into healing because the Glade Lord is not happy about this. Taking a lot of damage from the horn ones and cold ones. Holy hell. Boy, what the hell, man?
Great Lord! Slay them! Moving to the fray!
Oh man, not killing tic-tac-toe is has become an issue. Oh. Oh. And there's the blow dots coming in. Oh. At least turn this way and kill those. Alright, charge in.
I stand ready. The forest calls.
Can we get an overcast? No. How much is the overcast? 11. No, we don't have enough for an overcast. Wait, no, we might have enough for an overcast. Too late. Cast it, and we don't have enough magic to do jack shit now. Oh, the Glaylor routed! No! And he's not coming back. That one lone Zoe is not gonna do shit. If we had killed Tic-Tac-Toe. Man, that would have been... Now we're just sad. And just watch the... Maybe perhaps this guy can come and save his lord? But he's so low on leadership! No, he routed. If we had waited for an overcast, maybe, but then again, we probably don't have now. Oh, Tic-Tac-Toe is just standing there taunting me with 1 leadership left. If he actually routed off the map, then that would have a lot better breakage, I suppose. But now it's just no. So close. No! The Hornworm refused to fight my stuff. Fine. I'll just stay there and fight. There's not much I can do now. It was so close. Tic-Tac is literally 1 shot from death. Oh, Tic-Tac shattered. How close is he to the white line? Come on, just fly to the white line, boy. These guys are so close to routing. No, it's not gonna work. They want to run. Alright, Tic-Tac routed, so balance of power. I need to fight something. I guess the fear does force them into an early route. So this is actually stupidly close, because Tic Tac actually routed last second, which kind of helps my case here. It might just be the Skink Freeze versus the Branch Rave. Wait, no! The Coens are coming back! No! They're gonna do a rear charge, aren't they? Alright. The Branch Rave might just have to turn around to fight the Skink Priest. But no! The Skink Priest runs away! Damn it. How's the Branch Rave doing? Not great. It's closer than I thought, but it's probably still a Skink win, unfortunately. The Branch Rave made a big hit on the Skink Priest, but Branch Rave leadership is giving out. 5 leadership, and she's not really stabilizing. Oh, a couple big hits on the Skink Priest. Everyone's wavering. I mean, no, a couple big hits on the Feral Coal one. Everyone's wavering for a second there. Dives down again. I just need a hit on the Skink Priest, but no, he leaves. God damn it. Feral ones are holding. The Focus Instinct is not necessarily useful in this occasion, but it's down to the wire. But this Branch Rave is routing. No, leadership is dropping hard. So it's almost down to the negatives now. Just like, it was so close. So close. It was one shot. I literally was one shot away from shooting that Tic Tac, and I gave up that, like, pursuit was a big mistake of mine, I think. Letting Tic Tac Toe live allows the Lizardman to fight a lot longer, and I was not able to outlast the Lizardman with my rather glass cannon troops. GG to Nuggles PA though, a very nice game. And War Dancers actually did all right. One of the Zolts did spectacularly, the other not so much, but yeah, GG. GG. Oh, the regular War Dancers not so much, but yeah. A very good game from Nurgle's PA, even using a horned ones. I'm surprised that those are the ones on the field. But yeah, that was a cool game. And congrats to Nurgle's PA for moving on to the next round. And let's see if anyone's starting their fight yet, or do I have to wait? Do I have to check out replays and stuff? Ooh, we might be able to jump into some games now. Anyway, so let me just put up screen blocker. And then, yeah, in case we need to, in case we're loading into anyone's games. Give me a second, sorry. Alright, we might be able to join Zaxi and Persian Warrior. Let's see. Okay, Persian Warrior seems to be ready as well, so we just need to join their lobby, which wait, I thought Zaxi has his name on the lobby. No, whatever. There we go. Let's hop in. All right. Oh, another Widow's army, perhaps, or are they just having another army, having just a default loading setup? Okay, Persian Warrior is up, so we're just waiting on them. Waiting on them to get their army picks done, and we should be able to go on with the next game. Otherwise, let's see who's up to the next round in the match between Sir Groot from ODM clan and Jay. Seems like Sir Groot has won out there, and Cyrus versus Rusto has resulted in a Rusto victory. While Borain and Zaxi, well, Zaxi is here fighting Persian Warrior now, so we know who won. Unfortunately, it seems that Berserk from the VM clan has decided to forfeit, so Archangel Anton will be going up against Nurgle's PA. Salinator is still waiting on his opponent, so yeah, we'll just kind of wait. We don't have much else happening right now. Cool. Alright, Persian Warrior left again. More technical difficulties? Damn. Cyrus also sent Alright, yeah, Cyrus sent in his replay, Russell sent in his replay. We played against Nurgle's PA, so there's no need to watch his replay. And Borain sent in his replay against Zaxi as well. So we've got all the replays from round 1. We just need to move on to round 2. Ooh, actually. Yeah, thanks for your game, Nurgle's PA. That was a fun one. It's super close. I'm actually kind of mad that I couldn't shoot down tic-tac-toe. Damn it! Anyways, let's just catch up with chat. Chicky Diggy, man, I wish Warriors of Chaos had better mobility options against Dark Elves and Green Skins. Yeah, Warriors of Chaos might actually have better mobility options in the next patch, because they have Rot Knights now. I mean, they will have Rot Knights. So, that's gonna be an armor-piercing anti-large cavalry that also regenerates, making them a lot better against direct damage like Soul Stealer. And also, they have armor-piercing to deal with armored cavalry. And the regeneration is just really nice, honestly. And against Green Skins, that will also be a very good, like, unit. But yeah, I can't really go into too much of details into the unit, because I can only say what is I haven't yeah, I actually don't know much about that unit anyways. I haven't even yeah. So not much to say about them. I just hope that like, man, I feel like the Chaos factions are really eating good in the. They are gonna eat really good in the past couple and in the next couple DLCs, because those are all gonna be Chaos related, right? So every time there is a Mortal Chaos unit introduced, they will be automatically added to the Warriors of Chaos roster as well. So by the end of this, the Warriors of Chaos roster will be super diverse and will have I mean, they can only bring 4 units still, but still, like, it will be a very flexible roster that can deal with quite a bit of stuff. But yeah. Weakest branch Wraith versus strongest skinks. Surprising amount of value given that all units were unshielded. Unfortunately, yeah, they just got shot to pieces. But when the War Dancers actually get to fight, they actually do well. And because I dropped so much healing on top of them to sustain them in the fights, they actually managed to dish out some damage despite keep getting shot at. But yeah. Rot Knights will probably still trade down against Boar Boy Biggins and Code 1 Knights. I don't know. Having regeneration gives the Rot Knights a big advantage, and don't forget they are a Nurgle unit, so they have poison, reducing enemy damage output. Now yeah. I mean, I don't know if the unit card has poison on it, but I assume the Rot Knights will have poison. Because all Nurgle units have poison, right? I feel a bit weird when I try to play Sweaty, and because I never play like that and I'm not playing too well neither. Yeah, I don't like to play Sweaty either, which is why you see me bringing meme picks all the time. Unfortunately, that leads to a lot of defeat for me. But it's better than playing a Sweaty build. Like, it's better than playing the same or highly similar, 90% similar build every time. It just gets boring that way. But now if I just... And like, I don't like playing meta factions, because I feel like I am taking advantage of the faction and not trying to win with my own ingenuity. Not that I have much to begin with, but hey, every little creativity counts, right? Double scarred vet on a Carnosaur. I don't think anyone ever do that. Like, the only time I see double Carnosaur is Scarvet and Krogar going on Carnos. So it's not like... So double Scarvet is definitely not something I've seen before, and it's a lot of money going into anti-large units, and might leave your army quite thin elsewhere. Like, they're not even that good against cavalry, if I remember correctly. So yeah, anyways, on one side we have Persian warrior going for Egyptian units, which is kind of, I don't know if it's ironic or makes sense, because I'm sure Persians fought the Egyptians back in the day, right? Anyways, let's go for the army build. Skeleton warriors in the front lines reinforced by Ushabtis, giving the infantry a bit more mass and armor piercing to deal with the possible armored chaos infantry. At the back there are 4 units of Sepulchral Stalkers with their laser venom. Like, I know it's venom shots, but they also look like lasers, so yeah, those are like Cobra construct that can spit venom lasers. Anyways, in this guys, a couple Carrions, and further back a single Chosen of the Gods. And let's see if the other army has Chosen. They actually have Chosen versus Chosen of the Nakaran Gourds versus Chosen of Khorne. Anyways, leading the army, not Carrion, Grand Hierophant Katap on a horseback. Just readying up his spells for those, for the Lich Staff. So Javelin Incantation and Naruse Incantation of Protection. Just some very cheap spells that can be spammed constantly to delay enemy casting. Now on the other side of army, interesting pick, Slanesh, magic plus a Corn Lord. Valkia the Bloody here, going with her usual toolkit, Demon Shield, Spear of Slopnir, and yeah, just these two items. Marauders are in the front line mixed in with Chaos Warriors and the not Nurgle, Khorne Chosen with their dual hand weapons and anti-infantry bonus readying to bust or their way through the skeleton chaff, but they're already receiving some heavy fire from the Chosen of the Gods. And because there is no Nurgle magic to heal them up, so the Khorne Chosen is not gonna feel too nice when they're moving into combat. Very nice cast from Zexy there, using the Sorcerer of Slanesh, dropping that Pavane of Slanesh, rampaging the Chosen of the Gods, allowing Valkia to just goes in and starts dropping their models with the anti-large attacks, and also luring in the Skeleton Warriors. They spill Slopnir, really dishing out the damage. Now Ushaptis are fighting, trying to bail out the Chosen of the Gods, but here comes the Chaos Knight and the Chaos Trolls, armored Chaos Trolls, piling onto this little single engagement here. Something needs to be done to screen out the Chaos units. Even the Manticore is diving down in there. Something needs to be done to screen out the Chaos units here. Like, Carrions should probably drop in at this point, but Skeletons manage to hold the line while the Chosen of the Gods retreat back to safety. And because the Chosen of the Gods were distracted by the Pavane of Slanesh, they were not able to fire at anything else during the time they were fighting. So the front line of the Warriors of Chaos largely remain intact when they engage into combat. Chaos Trolls are taking some damage when they are fighting against the Ushaptis, and also some shots were coming in from the Sepulchral Stalkers, but there are so many Chaos Warriors on the field, there are just simply not enough skeleton infantry to screen away all these Chaos infantry advance, and the Tomb King's backline is largely compromised, with the Carrions kind of standing idle, flying idle in the skies, not really engaging to screen out enemy units. Anyways, the Chosen of the Gods here are disrupted by the Chaos Feral Manticore, but the Manticore is actually faltering in leadership, but it's rampaging and still fighting against the Chosen of the Gods, so it's still fighting for sure. And Grand Hierophant Kartep, this might be lethal, because he has been rampaged by the Pavane of Slanesh, being lured into a combat, into melee combat, and Valkia the Bloody is bodying him in the middle of a ton of Chaos Warriors. And this might just be the end of Kartep, which will put the Tomb Kings in a massive back foot here, as all their balance of power are in missiles right now, other than Kartep, which is getting absolutely slaughtered by Valkia. And the missiles don't really have a good chance to shoot. Oh, wow, this hurts. Kartep is already dead. And the missiles of Tomb Kings don't really have a good chance to shoot with all the Chaos Warriors moving in, trying to pressure them with melee combat. The Manticore has been routed, but he will come back for sure. And the Chosen of the... the Chaos Halberds are in there as well, trying to pile in onto the Ushaptis, but a summon will be slowing them down, the Ushapti summon, and the regular Ushaptis will be retreating and then charging back using their charge bonus and armor piercing to do some damage. Chosen of the Gods shooting at the Manticore, trying to gun it down, but I honestly don't think they can do enough damage to affect the tide of battle, as they're now being hunted down by Valkia the Bloody here. These Chosen of Khorne are pushing the Sepulchral Stalkers, being shot by the other Sepulchral Stalkers at the back, but I think that's fine for them, honestly, because the rest of them, they are just really pressuring the Sepulchral Stalkers, occupying two of them at once, while the rest of the Chaos Army is just driving forward, with the Tomb Kings too weak to stop their advance at all. Chosen of Khorne over here simply push through the Skeletons, now hunting down the Sepulchral Stalkers. Actually, they don't have to hunt them down themselves. The Chaos Trolls have enough speed to catch up to the Sepulchral Stalkers and finish them off. But yeah, this might just be... Oh, that Ushapti was crumbling? No. Wait, what happened there? Anyways, Sepulchral Stalkers being lured in once again by a Pavane of Slanesh, and will be dead from army losses. GG. GG to both players. Very nice Chaos Rush from Zexy there. And winning against a very strong player as well. very good performance from the Corn Chosen, maybe? Well, they did some good damage, but I think most of the damage was stunned by Valkia and the Pavane of Slanesh, really. Just really controlling the key units of Tomb Kings by that rampaging effect. Very key to the victory of the Warriors of Chaos here. Just disabling the shooting and also sniping out Katep early in the game. That was a lethal kill to the Tomb Kings for sure, and the Tomb Kings was not able to earn back that much value because their key units just didn't really have that kind of space and time to dish out the damage and use up their ammo. NP, they did conquer Egypt at some point, can confirm I was there. You must be one old human. Then. Mr. Teufel, I had a really fun game with Foot Rekarth, Charybdis, and Slaanesh Harvesters all playing for themselves versus Tomb Kings. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, all paying for themselves versus Tomb King. Rekarth, really? Oh, that's a cool end game though. Rekarth versus Arc, like Rekarth, the extremely non-meta lord. Oh. Knighthood, I hate meta gaming. It's soulless. A lot of players who play meta did start play the game for nostalgic and romantic reasons and lost it. Yeah, the thing is, metagaming kind of takes the fun, drains the fun away from the game. Like it's like almost in every game, right? You just keep seeing the same build over and over and over again. It just gets boring at that point. There's no variety in your gameplay experience. And yeah. Oh no! Somebody's playing best of 3! Oh no! Oh no. That is not good. Oh, that explains why they are taking so long. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Guess they can move on. Well, we might just move out and go and check out somebody else replays. I suppose Salinator and ALDB will take quite a while before they move on to... Oh, Circuit. Circuit has played against Rusto and finished his game. Alright, cool. Cyrus? Circuit has finished his game against Rusto and will be moving on to the next stage. Archangel, Anton, and Nurgle's PA might still be fighting. Let's see. Is Archangel Anton and Harakiri really? Really? Somebody, why would you put seppuku in your game lobby name? Why? Let's see if we can get some replays in and download them and start playing. Not start playing, but start casting, perhaps. Rusto, Cyrus. Wait, no, they already have a. Alright. They could send in a replay. I don't know if against who. And do we have anyone else? Lexi sent in. I think we have all the Wait, do we have all the replays? Okay, I don't think. Oh well, let's just get the replays into the replay file and then we can think about it. That's Circuit versus Rusto, so I guess that we missed out Circuit and Jay's first game. I believe, yeah, that's probably the case. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's see if Salinator can set up a lobby so we can watch their gameplay. Because I believe Anton and Nergos PA are still fighting, so they won't be able to. Yeah, they won't be able to get there in time. Anyways, point is we're gonna have to ask Salinator to set up a lobby for us. More like set up a spectator slot. Because I do want to check out more live battles if possible. The Phoenix King. Metagaming is fun, but with a good meta, which is definitely not the case right now. Yep, nope. We have too much cheese. We have too much healing spams and boxes. It just doesn't really, like... I don't know, it just feels a bit boring when you're just always having the same playstyle and all that. This is not a diverse meta or anything. Oh boy! 60% physical resistance and bound spells on Doomfire Warlords and Beastcaster. That is an interesting combo, actually. That makes them rather tanky, actually. But yeah, everyone and their grandmas have magic attacks now. Especially not against Tinge. Hey, Strike Games. Haven't seen you in a while. Not much happening so far. We're just kind of going through some round 1, 2, 3, like best of ones right now. So just a quick game here and there. And I'm hoping somebody can set up a spectator spot for me. If not, then I'll just tap into the replays. It's not much of a big issue, but I do hope that I can get some spectating going, if possible. If not, then I will. Oh boy, yeah, let's go. We've got a code. And let me just pop up the... What? No, that's a very simple password, for sure. Let me just pop the screen blocker up, and we're just waiting to get in. Alright, dwarves versus vampire counts. Oh boy. Yikes. I hope this is not the Dowey build that is gonna be brought to battle. Cause this might be a bit rough. This might be a bit rough. I assume ALDB might be a relatively new player if he's bringing this build to the game. Oh boy. This is gonna be rough. Yeah, this might be the build they're bringing. Oof. This is gonna be rough. I mean, no offense, but you can see this dwarf build is not meta at all, and the vampire counts is ready to deal with armored backline with all the Vargeist. I don't know, man. I don't see how. Maybe perhaps ALDB will surprise me, but I don't think. I have a hunch that the dwarf player is a new guy. Maybe I don't. He does have Sons of the Mountain as his clan tag, so I assume. Oh shit! Let me just go up to Sons of the Mountains. They are not even active these days, I don't think. Like, it's been a while. Wait, no. Yeah, I don't think they've been active for a while. Or yeah, they have not been that active for a while. I mean, this player is obviously. Can I find their name on there? I don't know. Like, ALDB on Discord has a SOTM tag in front of his name. I assume he's a Sons of the Mountain. It's just a meme, guys. Calm. I don't know. Like, either he's gonna cook the vampire counts with the flamethrowers, or he's gonna get cooked by all the Var guys. And I'm inclining towards the latter right now, as there is very much a lack of anything to defend these guys against the multiple Var guys, other than this one Dragonback Slayer. Also, leading the army is actually Ungrim. Ungrim Iron Fist! Yes, you're seeing the Slayer King here, before the Slayer patch. Athane also supporting the army with like 5 flamethrowers, 5 Iron Drakes. Maybe he can cook something, I don't know. I feel like there's just not enough stuff to protect the Vargeist at the back there. And on the other side, for Silentinator, a front line of zombies, a second line of Grave Gods with great weapons, and then 4 Vargeist ready to just drop down and punch the Dowies to death and pierce their armor. At the back there, a single Necromancer, basically a living battery, coming in with a Forbidden Rod to produce a little bit more Winds of Magic. Just keep stroking that rod and regenerate all the HP from the spell, from the item that damaged himself. Also Unholy Lowstone to produce even more regeneration, while on the other side leading... Oh, there are a couple Direwolves here. Hello there. Good doggle. Or dead doggle, depending on how you see it. Blood Dragon Vampire Lord coming in with... Is there... Okay, no Valhalla Dawn's Macabre, just just the Helm of Discord to debuff enemy melee stats. And oh right, I forgot about the dwarf infantry. Just Ironbreakers and some elite Longbeards. Yeah, one Longbeards with great weapons, one Grumbling God that can produce and encourage aura, but oh, and Vigor Refresh actually. But I don't see anything. I don't see. I honestly don't see it. I don't see this build winning. Like a breath attack already take down some health from the Iron Drakes, and there's not much to stop the. Yeah, there's nothing to stop the Dire Packs running through Slayers. Because the Slayers are in loose formation, they can't actually stop the Warhounds from slipping through their formations, and some of them actually got through and gone to the Iron Drakes. And at the same time, 4 guys on the side took some damage from the flamethrowers from the Iron Drakes, but they have now dove into the backline and shutting down all those Iron Drakes. Even these Iron Drakes who are not attacked by Varguys are harassed by the Dire Packs and Dire Wolves in general. And oh no, 2 units of Dire Wolves piling on the Dragonback Slayers, and some friendly fire of the Iron Drakes actually killed off the Dragonback Slayers, most of them at least. And the frontline Iron Breakers are holding for sure, but the problem is that all the damage dealers are taking damage and getting harassed. Ooh, a bit of a mistake from Salinator there, leaving the Varguys a little too long sitting idle, and the focus fire from the Iron Drakes is actually able to finish off that unit of Varguys. A big loss for the Vampire Count. Wait, the Iron Drakes are actually doing a lot of stuff here. Graveguards are not pushing through the Ironbreaker and Longbeard defenses, and the Iron Drakes are undisturbed at all. Like, they are just free firing at everything that get close, and the burst damage from the flamethrowers because the Varguys because the Varguys relies on the hunger to regenerate. The hunger gets cut down because of the flamethrowers. Ooh. Things are not actually going that well for the Vampire Counts. Finally, the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord remembers he has a Helm of Discord, so he activated that, trying to debuff the Iron Breakers melee defenses, but they still have 42 melee defense after all that, so they are gonna hold here for now. And oh, that hurts a lot. The Iron Drakes are focus firing the zombie dragon. It's just killing it. Oh god! Never underestimate flamethrowers, guys. Hans and the Flammenwerfer is really within the flames. However, the Iron Drakes do take damage over time as the Varguys really sacrificing themselves, piling onto the Iron Drakes. Finally, another zombie summon here, piling on top of the Iron Drakes, trying to just shut them down for now. But they're in guard mode, so maybe they can still fire a couple times. Blood Dragon, though, not feeling too hot against all the melee attacks and flamethrowers, so he has to back off a bit and maybe find somewhere else to fight. Perhaps diving onto these disrupted Iron Drakes might be a good choice. Varguys over here will be diving down onto the Iron Drakes now that they're out of position, more exposed to these armor-piercing flyer attacks. The Blood Dragon Vampire Lord dives back in, and does he have any of the melee items other than the Helm of Discord? No, nothing. So just relying on that weapon strength and melee stats to really dish out the damage. But this Iron Drake managed to stabilize and get out of any interruption. Now shooting at doing massive damage on the Vargas. This is surprising, actually. The Iron Drakes are really doing some good work here. Might just be able to finish off the Necromancer. Yep, just straight up deleted him. Oh god! Since when are Iron Drakes that strong? We're on the live patch. We're not even in the Dawi update yet. Dude, Iron Drakes are so what? Anyways, the Iron Drakes are dying out now. Good news for the Vampire Counts, and they still have quite a few Grave Gods with great weapons left. So maybe perhaps these elite Vampire Count infantry. It's a bit of a conundrum, but yes, elite Vampire Count infantry can hold the line and help them win the day. But there are so many Iron Breakers around, and they still got quite a bit of one of them still got quite a bit of explosive charges left. So I don't know. The Vampire Counts will have to win out in terms of sheer numbers. Another Invocation of Nahag there kept dropping those healing spells onto the Varguys, keeping them topped up. But remember, they are kind of burnt right now because of the Iron Drake. So yes, their healing has been cut down by half, and the invocation of the hack spell is actually not that effective. And unfortunately, we're on the life patch, so a very nice quality of life change has not been implemented yet. In the new patch, the this HP bar pop up. If you move your mouse onto the HP bar, it not only tells you the hit points, but also gives you like the exact number of healing and the healing rate percentage. So you know exactly how much HP you're getting and how effective your healing are. So for example, if your stuff is getting burned by flaming attacks, you'll probably see like healing at 50%, that kind of stuff. So it's a very nice, I do like that little change a lot. So actually, maybe I should make a short video about it. I'll think about it later. But yeah, right now we don't have that yet, but in the future we'll have that, and it's like a really convenient tool. Anyways, the Dawi, despite the strong start with all the Iron Drakes, they are running out of steam as the Iron Drakes are one after one being worked down, while the Var guys are continuously healing up either by the hunger or by invocations of the heck, and Ungrim has been isolated by a ton of Grave Gods. And the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, he is fighting back hard with everything popped on him. Axe of Drago, Red Ruin, but unfortunately Helm of Discord is also reducing his melee stats. Still, almost 1,000 weapon strength here, most of the armor piercing, plus a ton of anti-large bonus. It makes him way too much of a formidable foe for the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord to trifle with. So the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord decided to move out and just fight something else, try to get the army losses first perhaps, and then isolate Ungrim and finish him off. Right now, Red Ruin is reducing Ungrim's melee stats in terms of melee defense only, of course, so he'll be retreating because there's no point fighting against anti-infantry armor-piercing Grave Gods, right? And very nice blasting charges from the few surviving Iron Breakers. Now, Vampire Count is still healing after all. Oh! The Blood Dragon didn't bring the hunger, so he doesn't have any passive healing. Interesting. He does have Swarm of Flies to reduce enemy melee attack though, but he needs healing. He needs a ton of healing. Okay, here comes an Invocation of the Heck, giving him a little bit more HP and just kind of topping him up, while the Var guys can probably just rely on that passive hunger healing. And on the far side, zombies trying to push away Iron Drakes, but it's fine. It's fine. They're just zombies. They can die. Or maybe not. Is there any breath attacks? No breath attacks for the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. This might be a bit dicey for the Vampire Count, as their units are getting attrition down, as in their support infantry is getting attrition down by the Dawi, Longbeards, and Iron Breakers. The Var guys and the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord are trying their best to cycle charge, but they might not be able to get rid of all the Dawi infantry before the Longbeards and Iron Breakers get rid of the Grave Gods. And that means they will have to fight in the middle of a ton of Dawi infantry, which will work against the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord favor for sure, as they won't be like, they will always be threatened by Ungrim Iron Fist on the far side. Oh, another volley of... Oh, here comes a summon. Of course, Vampire Counts have their zombie summon, so that does help in providing a bit more of a meat shield cushion, and they managed to rout off the Grumbling God. The volley of fire from all these Iron Drakes did make the Vargeist notice them, so Vargeist turning their eyes onto the Iron Drakes and will just be swarming them with some armor-piercing charge impact. And the Iron Drakes are completely shattered. Another bit of Helm of Discord here, debuffing enemy melee stats, but Ungrim once again popped all his buffs and just hacking apart this Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. Every time the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord dives down, he pays a dear price, as Ungrim is always ready to counter. Like, the melee attack debuff doesn't even matter for Ungrim, because he have Axe of Draco producing plus 32 melee defense, giving him a lot more hit chance against the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. Basically a plus 32 melee attack against large targets, counteracting the Helm of Discord. And in this moment, melee defense isn't as important because the Blood Dragon isn't trying to fight Ungrim and instead trying to work down the infantry first. And yeah. So like Red Ruin doesn't really matter to him, and even if it stacks on top of the Helm of Discord, it's fine. because Angrim is just really focused on dishing out the damage right now. But unfortunately, balance of power is still shifting against the Dowie's favor right now. Some Iron Breakers came back and dropped some blasting charges to dish out some damage against the zombies, but here comes another charge from the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, and perhaps with the help of the Vargeist will rout all these regrouped Dowie units, but the Dowies are indeed a stubborn bunch, so they will be holding for now. Zombies on the far side pushing off the Iron Drakes, while the Longbeards, the final stand, pretty much the final standing infantry with like decent numbers are also running thin. Oh, actually there are still more Iron Breakers in the middle. I believe there were some Norgrimlings in the mix earlier, but like they have been killed off, so unfortunately for the Dowie. And on the far side, zombies still chasing off the Iron Drake, so they're being driven off, and the zombies are fulfilling the attacking role. More Dowie infantry piling in, trying to just really work down the a really nice hit, a glancing blow from Ungrim Iron Fist there. Took out another chunk of the Blood Dragon's health. Things are still, I mean, things are looking fairly desperate for the Dowie now in terms of balance of power, but Ungrim is unbreakable, so you have to kill him to hit the last bit of his HP. And I don't know if the Blood Dragon has it in him. Like every time he dives down, Ungrim would just take a chunk out of his HP for sure. Is that another hit coming in? Oh, okay, yeah, he managed to escape as the zombies block Ungrim from actually hitting. So that's like the main issue of like Dowie infantry characters, right? They just don't have enough mass. But very nice. Like, I don't know if the Dowie is gonna win it. If they do, amazing amazing performance from ALDB for sure. Salinator is after all at this point a rather experienced and high tier player, but I did not expect Iron Drakes to do that much work in this matchup when they're constantly being pressured by Vargeist. Oh, yeah, and Invocation of the Heck healing up the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. Once again, it's just a matter of cycle charging. Vargeist is just gonna keep cycle charging on Grim, and every time they get a hit on Grim, it's just gonna be like a chunk of HP that Grim cannot recover from. Now, once again, Ungrim is popping all his buffs available, trying to take out the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, but the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord is taking this fight alongside all the Vargeist. Let's just have a more cinematic view. I need to turn off shaking, but yeah, Ungrim is trying to fight, but the Vargeist are piling on top, taking more and more HP out of him, and the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord just overshoot by a good mile there. And Ungrim down to his last 80 HP. Even zombies can just drag him down at this point. And yeah, that's it for this battle. A very good game from ALDB there. A valiant battle. Almost got it, but just Ungrim. And 3,900 gold worth of damage value. What the hell, Ungrim? Ungrim really getting work done in this fight. Oh god. The Mohawk battle, yeah, the Mohawk helmet versus actual Mohawk hair. But oh god, Vargeist carrying per usual. Yeah, Vargeist pretty much did all the armor piercing damage. Actually no, the Grave Gods were the ones doing a good chunk of work here, earning back all their value and then some more. These guys earning almost double their own value because they cost like 950. Interesting. Feezy without hunger is definitely a main issue. I think like the vampire needs the hunger just to waste less Invocation of the Heck on themselves. And then like the Iron Drakes did a lot of work here. I mean the valley isn't that great, but like they just chucked out a ton of HP away from the Vargeist, which is the primary reason why two of the Vargeist just died straight up in combat. But yeah, unfortunately, they just don't earn enough value. The Ironbreaker is like grinding through a lot of zombie chaff, but again, just not enough damage value. Perhaps if he switch out the Thane and turn it into like Runesmith, maybe there's a better chance for the Dwarves to win out in this battle. But overall, this battle, oof. The Grave Gods and the Blood Dragon and the Vargeist really just a very strong combo against the Dowie. But yeah, GG to both players there. Very, very close battle. Closer than I would think, honestly. But yeah. Let's see who's playing next. GG to both. I guess there's other games playing right now. Alright, let's see if we can jump into the next battle. Vargei's carry per usual. Dawi with shotgun is scary though. Yeah, they are gonna kill monsters. Eat monsters alive. Any tips for me starting a campaign with Dark Elves? I don't actually play campaign that much. I can't really give out campaign advice. This is more of a multiplayer channel, unfortunately. But as you can see, I solely do multiplayer content. I might start like a campaign stream here and there with the new patch and all that, but I don't know, like I just don't feel like playing campaign mostly because the battles are the quality of battles are much lower. Like, sure, you can make dark shards and then more dark shards. Pretty much, yeah. Like, campaign is fine and all for people who like empire building, but I put more focus in the battles themselves, and it just doesn't really work out for me playing against AI than playing against actual humans. So yeah, domination. I've only ever used the Empire until the Warhammer 1. Playing the Empire is pretty much the only way to play this game as far as I know. Oh, Rusto. Ooh, Rusto sending another replay. Great, perfect. We've got some replays after that. But yeah. Let's see if we have anyone... that we can check our replays from. I think they're just, everyone is still just chilling. So yeah, we'll wait a bit, I suppose. And see if anyone started their games or not. Okay, nobody's responding yet, so I guess I'll just organize some more of the replay files and maybe we can start checking out replays. If anything. Nurgles, EA, and yeah, they ooh, a 17-minute grind. We might have to watch it on speed, fast forward then. Okay, got 2 more replays for round 3. Right, cool. That's auto save. Let me just rename the replay. Maybe I'll. But wait. There's a. Hold on, what do we have here? Versus actually. Persian warrior versus Xexy. Yep. Oh right. We already seen that. That's our. Oh, that's Foreign versus Xexy. Persian. We've already seen the Persian warrior. Okay, cool. So we've got 6 replays to cast so far, and none of the players have showed up yet. What? Hold on. Okay, the lobby's gone, but they haven't input. Salinator and ALDB hasn't input their scores yet. Not sure what's going on there, but oh shit. Mistakes were made. Shouldn't have done that. Yep. The lobby's dead, so there shouldn't be any response. Okay, cool. Yep, nobody's responding yet, so I'll just go into the replays and we can check out other stuff later. So Boring versus Zaxi, one of the round 1 games here. Oh, Zaxi and Nurgle's PA were playing, so they already finished their game. Alright, cool. Let us just check. Okay, so Grid is gonna play against Salinator. That's an ODM Civil War. Zaxi and Nurgle's PA already played, so hopefully he'll send me the replay, or Nurgle's PA will send me the replay. I shall see. If not, we might just miss out on the one of the semifinals, but other than that, we'll just wait for them to show up, really. Now for they already, yeah. Okay, let me just quickly respawn on Discord. Okay, cool. Now on the battlefield here, Boring versus Zaxi, I forgot which side is which. We'll just go with Dark Elves and Warriors of Chaos right now. Now, for the army builds here, Warriors of Chaos going for a mixed front line of Slaanesh Warriors and regular Marauders. So, quite a bit of a defensive front line there. That goes into rushing, I know, as they are backed up by the offensive power of Chaos Trolls with their armor-piercing attacks, and on the flanks, Chaos Knights with Chaos Warhounds with poison to support as a bit of a mobility, and in the front there are a ton of Marauder Horsemen, some of them with throwing axes, to provide quite a bit of a skirmishing firepower. Leading the army, that will be Azazel, with, I believe, Pavane of Slaanesh, pretty much a staple Slaanesh spell now. Demon Blade for extra damage and discourage, and also Temptator for that tankier stats line. On the other side, we have a front line of Bleak Swords backed up by a ton of Dark Elf mobility, trying to outmaneuver the Chaos Army for sure. Multiple Dark Riders with repeater crossbows that are already shooting at the Marauder Horsemen. Unfortunately though, Dark Riders with repeater crossbows cannot fire while moving, so they don't actually have a skirmishing advantage here, as the Marauder Horsemen can retreat as they fire, while the Dark Riders cannot actually pursue and fire at the same time. Koa Knights will be providing the armor-piercing anti-large cavalry that will be advancing on the flanks, but Bleak Swords are not going to win out against the Chaos Warriors with Hell Scourges for sure. So it will fall onto the backs of the Bloodwreck Medusa and the Sorceress of Shadow to really work down these elite warriors. Armor-piercing shots from the repeater crossbows are going into the enemy Chaos Trolls. Some of them, oh no, Pavano Slaanesh, luring the one of the repeater crossbows into melee fight, and they got absolutely wrecked by the Chaos Trolls and the Marauders. And Chaos Warhounds and Chaos Knights are backing off on one side, trying to lure the Koa Knights away from position, while the Chaos Knights over here, alongside the Chaos Warhounds, are piling in, trying to break through the enemy formations, or at least tie down the Koa Knights, preventing them from rear charging the Chaos Warriors, because the Warriors of Chaos can and will win the frontline fight. Now, the Marauder Horses are circling around, probably trying to put some pressure onto the Dark Elf backline, while Malice Darkblade is fighting in the mix. Oops, Sir Groot has... Ooh, we will watch this replay later. We will watch this replay later because we are moving. Sir Groot has extended a join code over. Yep. Spectate. And yeah, we'll go back to the replay later because right now live battles are more important. So... Yeah, there we go. A late don't play with fire. Yeah. I mean, you made some very good work with your fire. So honestly, what the hell? Forest Todbringer versus Forest Todbringer. Wait, what? Empire on Empire violence, and remember, there's no magic on the field this time. What the fuck am I looking at? Bro, what the fuck? Silent, these two ODM brothers. This ODM Civil War is something else. It's a Boris on Boris violence, mate. And it's not even the different Borises, it's the same Boris. Like, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Are you just gonna throw Borises at each other and just wait for them to fight through their own regeneration? If that's the case, then I guess we can expect quite a dragged out combat now. But the ground forces, there is no magic, so it's just steel faith and gunpowder. It's a fun one for sure. Grenade launchers, and then there are some Knights of Blazing Sun and Empire Knights for Sir Groot. And then at the back there are a ton of armor-piercing firepower, handgunners, and silver bullets. There are even some Sterling Revenge. Yep, Sterling's Revenge in the front. No doubt they will be pulled back to the center of the formation, but yeah, that's it for the missile contingent. Spearmen and some swords in the front line, and more Empire Knights and Knights of Blazing Sun. Some demigryph with halberds for the anti-large armor piercing. I guess without much magic to threaten the demigryphs, this might be worth it. But on the other side, well, there's Boris Todbringer as the leader, so like there's not much to say about the leadership. Same goes for the other side, though they do have a bit of difference in terms of the item loadout. One of them brought Midland Wurun Fang. One of them, wait, what? One of them brought something else. Missile resistance, right, crushed, weak, hold the line. One of them brought hold the line, the other did not. So one of them has a slight bit of melee defense advantage and leadership advantage. But yeah, for Selinator's front line, it's gonna be a ton of spears, and yeah, just 5 spears really. And then they're backed up by Outriders with grenade launchers and multiple Demigryph Knights. These are not halberds, so no anti-large bonus, but they do more damage on the charge and just have better melee stats in general. The halberds have weaker melee stats, but they do have anti-large bonus, so that helps them a bit more in a fight against enemy cavalry, armored cavalry in general. But like, they do have less stats in general and less weapon strength and all that, as it is compensated by their bonus versus large. Now for the, yeah, for some cheaper mobility, Empire Knights, and that's it. Yeah, 4 Empire Knights in total actually. Grenade launchers and regular Outriders will be the missile support. Let's see who can win out the skirmish fight. I hate Boris so much. Yeah, he is the meta. He is like the meta Empire Lord, but Empire Lords are rather flexible. Obviously, Boris is a really good option out of all of them, but you can actually bring pretty much anyone, as in the Legendary Lords, and you can bring pretty much any of the Legendary Lords and still do fine with them. As they do have pretty good utility, any one of them. Oh, Boris Todbringer, the red Boris, Sailing Aces Boris is getting too close to their front line here, getting ambushed by the stalking Sterling's Revenge and Silver Bullets, taking a volley of armor-piercing fire, but Sterling's Revenge eating a bunch of grenade launchers as well. Same goes for the Silver Bullets, so not too good of a trade for them, I don't think. Anyways, Empire Knights charging into the front, but counter-charged by the Demigryphs. Demigryphs is gonna dish out some armor-piercing damage in return and doing some pretty good work against the Empire Knights overall, but they're taking damage for sure as the Knights of Blazing Sun counter-charging in. Empire Knights trying to run down some spears, and on the other side, Demigryph Knights counter-charging more Empire Knights, and because there's only one Empire Knight with halberds on the blue side, so there's not much they can do against these Demigryph Knights over here. Now over here, the red Demigryphs are getting hunted by Boris and his Griffin and all these Blue Empire mobility, but the Red Empire Knights are overloading this flank, while on the right side, it seems that the Red Empire Knights are getting a bit more of an advantage. The problem is that the Red Boris, though, is taking more and more damage from all those Sterling's Revenge, Silver Bullets, and whatnot. So, yeah, things are not looking too great for Red Boris. And, oh, the Demogryphs over here are taking more and more damage from the handguns. Outriders needs to start moving forward and start blasting away these handgunners. Empire Knights, Red Empire Knights are moving on to the missile infantry, though. And they are shutting down the Sterling's Revenge to begin with. Now, the Red Boris is diving down as well. And because of Crush the Weak and Blood Roar, a massive leadership debuff is stacked onto these Sterling's Revenge, and they can no longer hold in combat. But Blue Boris has charged in, and he is doing some good work against Red Boris. He's like, I'm the real Boris. I'm gonna kill you and claim my rightful place as the head of Middenland, yeah. And the fight is fairly even, considering that the HP on both Borises are dropping on the same pace. But the fight, though, I think the fight in general is favoring Red Empire a bit more, as they're taking more control on the battlefield, as their Empire Knights are piling onto more and more Blue Empire infantry. Demogryphs, the sheer number of Demogryphs they have are actually winning out. In multiple trades, but unfortunately, though, for them, the blue Demogryph halberds are still fairly healthy for now and might be able to do some work here, but they're just swarming. Like the Red Empire troops are just swarming here. They don't have as much investment into the missile troops, so they can afford more into melee troops and have a pretty wide melee line indeed, and more Empire Knights. And yeah. The Knights of Blazing Sun and whatnot doesn't seem to be doing that much value, honestly. And on the far side, Empire Knights chasing down some routed Empire Knights. Red Empire Knights chasing off Blue Empire Knights. And yeah, the Knights of Blazing Sun didn't do as much as I expected. Perhaps they are getting shot up pretty hard by the grenade launchers, but I don't know. Oh, Knights of Blazing Sun try to charge the grenade launchers now. A brave endeavor. And because they're kind of scattered now down to the last few unit models, so the grenade launchers didn't do that much damage against them, but I suppose, given the damage value they accrued, they probably just shot a bunch of Knights of Blazing Sun like away in the early game. Yeah, they probably just shot up the Knights of Blazing Sun in the early game. So yeah, anyways, the blue Demogryphs with halberds here are whittled down by the sheer number of Red Empire troops. And Boris, the Red Boris, is now fighting Blue Boris with the support of Demogryphs now. And Demogryphs with their armor piercing will do some very solid work against Blue Boris. Leadership of Blue Boris is giving out, and yeah, that's it. That's it. Red Boris is the new real Boris here, and the Blue Boris can just f off with his Tiantian color. GG. Yeah, Knights of Blazing Sun did some pretty good work fighting back one of the Demogryphs, but I think the grenade launchers gave them a bad time. And Demogryph of halberds, as usual, just doesn't really perform well. The handguns did attempt to accrue some more value, but yeah, it just didn't work out for them. Unfortunately, very good game from both players. Boris on Boris violence, and it seems that Boris has taken the upper hand in the end. Demogryphs without the halberds did pretty good, and mostly I think it's the grenade launchers carrying the game, though. Just kind of killing off the cavalry early. You see green Boris, not red. Oh, I'm talking about the HP bar, not the flag. Like the blue HP bar versus green HP bar. That's the thing. And yeah, GG to both players. Alright, let me just download this game from Nergosby and Zaxi, the semi-finals battle, and just drop it in the replay folder. Alright, we're waiting for the finals now. Sir Groot. versus Zaxi, I think. Yeah, Circuit versus Zaxi in this final fight in today's Friday night fights. This will also be my last Thrones of Decay, pre-Thrones of Decay Friday night fights though, because I need to, due to real life reasons, I can't cast next week. So I suppose Tequila Sunset will be taking my place. I hope so. I haven't speak to him about it. I haven't spoken to him about this at all. So I hope he can cast it, because otherwise we are running out of casters for Friday night fights. And unfortunately, we also don't have anyone to like cast Friday night fights for the NA time zones, which is a bit awkward. But then again, Human Boy is kind of single-handedly holding up the entire pillar of multiplayer for the NA time zone, I feel like. As in multiplayer activities, multiplayer content-wise, we still have Dav and a few more other casters, but like events-wise, I don't see much, unfortunately. Yikes. But yeah. Force is artillery. The rule was no wagons, no magic, and no artillery. Ah, that's fair. Technically, yeah, no, technically you have magic attacks, magic missiles on the silver bullets, but that really doesn't count. But yeah, that was a fun game. No wagons, no magic, no artillery. Somebody could have brought Steam Tank. Ah, no, Steam Tank is kind of an artillery and war machine. Okay. We could always get assimilated into Dom, then I'll just quit streaming then. Like, I derive no joy in playing Dom, unfortunately. Like, I just can't enjoy that game mode. At that point, I'll just go and play Manor Lords, if anything. Like, it doesn't feel like a real battle to me when you're just squeezing out troops bit by bit like toothpaste, instead of setting out all your troops and just fight it like real armies. I don't know whether land is much bigger, because like Dom does have a bigger caster in there. So they might have a bigger outreach, but I do think that like land battles might be more active and more well maintained. Cause last I heard about Dom, there's a bunch of like cheese stuff happening and people are demanding to place rules and whatnot, but like, isn't the point of Dom is not implementing rules for tournaments or anything or any gameplay? I mean, like honestly, what they could have done is just take the whole capture that flag thing and place it on land battle maps. Like they just need like one capture point on each side of the map, and it would have been fine. It would discourage kiting and oh. Oh, okay. We got a code from Zexy now. Alright, cool. Yep. Let me just move in. Alright, take. Right, I forgot about which. Alright, cool. I just forgot to move out of the lobby actually. Sorry about that. But yeah, Zaxi did send me the code, so all good. Are those rules being asked in Dom already, and asked for in Dom already in Line Battle 20? I don't actually know which exact rules are being asked for it being requested for Dom. Like, I don't dabble in Dom, so I don't really know what happens in Domination. I just can't play that mode, honestly. Like, and I don't have enough time to look into what's happening on that side, on the other side of the multiplayer community, so yeah, I actually don't know much about it. Land battles would be bigger if Turin cost more, but then again, Turin doesn't enjoy land battles, so yeah, he does his stuff. So like, it's like I don't enjoy Dom, so you can't force me to cast Dom. If Turin doesn't enjoy land battles, we can't force, like, nobody can force him to cast land battles, right? Like, I run my YouTube channel solely because I like the game enough. I commit that much time to it. Like, and also, like, content creation is something that is more like, if you don't enjoy it, it's hard to keep doing it unless you're getting paid a shit ton for it. I don't know about Turin. I certainly am not paid enough to force myself to do something I don't enjoy it. So, yeah. There's that. Grits, I've been playing Dom recently and it's totally different from the start, and most of the games at my level are just essentially a land battle. I heard that there's a tactic where people just kind of stay in the spawning point and just keep accumulating forces for 5 minutes straight and steamroll in the end. That essentially is just land battles with extra 5 minutes of building up forces. Like, what's the point of making a Dom system if you're just playing it that way, right? But I don't know, like, the fact that there's still cheese on Dom, I don't mind playing Dom if we are just getting if we're cutting out the respawning system. Again, like, my main, actually, I need to reiterate my main gripe against Dom since the very first day it is introduced is, one, the respawn system. Like, it makes no sense for you to respawn, like, to squeeze out your army bit by bit, unit by unit, when what you could have done is just get a whole army on the field and just fight it out, duke it out. That's the whole point of what I think is. That's what I think is the whole point of playing Total War Warhammer. You have a whole army and just duke it out with the other army, pulling tactical maneuvers and stuff. So one, the spawning system is what puts me off. And two, the map. Why are there so many choke points? Why can't we just have an open field battle, right? So, those are the two main gripes. But like, if we remove these two problems, I would have no qualms with playing Dom at all, because that's essentially a land battle with checkpoints, which I'm fine with. Build up is not cheese because you're sacrificing a lot of cap points, and in the end both factions will kind of build up. The thing is, people stay in their spawn points to build up, no? Like, but it's definitely different and closer to land battle now, which is nice. Maybe it leads to more people playing in land battles. But like, if both players are just spawn camping on their own side and just build up for 5 minutes straight, not engaging at all, then what's the point of the whole game, kind of? Yeah, just a land battle with point to capture, that works too. Only one guy at high skill play does build up. Okay, that makes more sense then. That makes more sense. Yeah, answer has been given as a mod, but not given. The problem is people have to go for extra loops to get a mod going, and that makes modded multiplayer more of a hurdle to go through when we already have land battles like this, and we just kind of reinforce rules. And like, most of the time we don't really need to touch upon the rules when people are just playing non-cheese way. Anyways, enough about my rant. Yeah, enough about rant army builds. Skink versus goblins. Greenskins versus Lizardmen. On the blue side, Selinator, Lizardmen. Well, for the Greenskin front line, a bunch of goblins mixed in with orc biggins, backed up by squig herds and error boys, and a bunch of orc and a ton of greenskins skirmishing mobility, Mangy Marauders, and Death Creepers. Mobility-wise, Savage or boar boys, and some Swamp Things for the debuffs. In the front line, already engaging Skink Cohorts charging into goblins. Interesting. As the Salamander Hunting Pack blasted away some of the goblin front line, and on the other side, more Salamander Hunting Packs and orc biggins piling in, and I assume these salamander got rampaged by a bit of that nasty fermented fungi. So yeah, they're taking some losses in the front line, but there are some Cohort of Orso and Skink infantry piling in to screen out the enemy forces, and Feral Cohorts are charging in. A massive war ongoing as the Skink infantry are faltering in front of orc biggins and orc war boys pushing. The skink fragile bodies simply can't take the punishing, and they're getting broken apart pretty quickly, and even goblins against skinks, due to the WA boosting their damage output, are making a very strong push as well. And the flanks, yeah, the orc war boys are intruding the flanks now. Salamander Hunting Packs exposed to the armor piercing charge. Colossal Hunters also taking way too much damage from the skirmishing firepower and perhaps some of the orc arrow boys, so they are pushed back. Colossal Hunters not gonna come back as they don't really have much health left, really. Slam-Age Priests of Metal don't have any healing to sustain all these losses from the Salamander Hunting Pack. I like the idea of Plague of a Metal Caster and Salamander Hunting Pack, but there's just not enough forces left to defend the front line with an all-out Greenskin push, so it's a very one-sided Greenskin victory at this point. Very good push from Selinator, and Zaxi doesn't have enough forces to hold back all these armor piercing. Like, it's just a YOLO push, right? All the orc arrow boys piling in, squig herds piling in, and skinks in front just don't have enough holding power, especially when there's not enough Proxigors to reinforce the front line. It largely relies on the Feral Coat ones and skinks together to hold the front line, but they just can't really stand up to all these armor piercing charge, especially when orc biggins are beating down Feral Coat ones. Like, yeah, you probably need a ton more Croxigors to hold the line, if anything. So there's that. That's a quick game one. I'm not gonna put up scoreboard at this point then. Selinator taking the first game. Let's see if Zaxi can pull back a win. Don't Turin Dome games use a mod to extra maps? Yeah, that mod is usually an extra hurdle to go through for people to play, which kind of like the extra effort to download the mod kind of screens away like 90% of people, so which leads to a lower turnout, lower sign up for like modded tournaments in general. But Torrent, of course, have a big enough kind of community to get it going, so even after 90% of people get stopped by installing a mod, like they still have enough people to get the tournament going. But like, if the tournament maps, like if the domination maps gets eliminated, gets replaced by actual open battle maps, I would be more fine to play Dom, honestly. But like, why do you have all the choke points on the damn map? I would have, if I want to play choke points, I would just play siege battles. But yeah, that's yeah. But yeah, I mean, I still like to play land battles in general. Like, again, like if they delete the respawn system and then get normal maps on domination instead of the choke point maps, I would be fine playing Dom any day. Like it would just be land battles with capture points, which is fine for me. Watching Dom because land battle tourney rules are too restricting for cool builds. You never see a Dino build for a Lizardman in land battles, for instance, or a Necro build for Vampire Count. I don't know. Like, I guess in Dom with the respawn system, it does make like it does make certain builds more viable. I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't watch enough Dom games to like commentate on this issue, honestly. All right, guys, calm down, calm down. Oh yeah, not the rules are restrictive, but what is good? Really, to be fair, the land battle, land battle is mostly just. In land battle, you just. Okay, let me just try to reorganize my words. Like, what happens in both Dom and land battles, I think, is people just optimizing the fun out of the game. Like, no, it doesn't matter what game mode we're going in. Domination, land battles, or even if in the future, if CA decided to introduce a third game mode. It doesn't matter. Like, the thing is, players will optimize the fun out of anything. That's why we have cheesy metas. We complain about cheese. That's why the meta exists, and that's why meta sometimes kind of gets annoying, because no matter what game mode we're in, players can and will optimize the fun out of everything by picking the most efficient or most effective way to play the game. And just keep playing the same thing over and over, it just doesn't look fun anymore. So yeah. It's like, I'm for scrapping Dom and land battles for free for all. The problem is, for free for all, you need 4 people to play. You need 4 people to play the game. As a person with no friends, I can't get 4 people together to play the same game as me. I mean, I have friends, but they just don't play Total War Warhammer, which kind of counts as the same as no friends. Like, yeah, I seldom can get enough people to play to play free for all. Even if I try to get like a free for all event, I assume it probably would be impossible to get enough people to play it. We'll get CA to make it possible to add AI players in free for all. What's the point of playing free for all then? If they don't play Warhammer, they're not friends. The problem is, maybe because either we play Warhammers because we don't have friends, or we play Warhammer and that's why we don't have friends. It might be because of one of these two. Don't discriminate NPCs though. Look, if I want to play against NPCs, I'll just play campaign. But yeah. So there's that. But yeah, like, no matter what game mode you're playing, players will just optimize the fun out of anything. So like, even in Dom, there are optimal ways to play things. So yeah. When will free for all come back to campaign? Wait, there's free for all in campaign? I did not know that. Whoa. Whoa, that's new. That would be fun. That would be fun to have a 3-way. Nah. Against AI though, I don't see how fun it's gonna be. Oh shit, it's 9 PM already. I'm in the UK, so British summertime, it's 9 PM already, Anna. Ooh, need to cast the game and make dinner. I did have some carrot cake before, so I'm not as hungry. But yeah, I'll just have another slice of carrot cake before cooking dinner, because I'm hungry. Or maybe I'll just have a slice of carrot cake before going into the replay section, because like I was running, like I've got a couple carrots going off, or on the verge of going off. Like around London. I'm not gonna say specifically where in London because I don't want to dox myself, but around London. So like, yeah, pretty down south. But yeah, like I got a couple carrot cake, a couple carrots, and just kind of on the verge of going off. And of course, I did the only sensible thing of disposing carrots that are going off, and that is get out of my house, buy baking supplies that I don't have. Which, to be fair, is just like a jar of baking powder. So like, it's not that much, but still, get out of the house, buy baking supplies, get back home, and make carrot cake by putting in extra effort. It's like, it's the only sensible way to like get rid of stuff. I'm not in finance, actually. I'm not in finance. I'm anything but finance. But anyway, not everyone in London are in finance, okay? They can be in, like, you know, accounting, law, the other money making fields. Anyways, Goblin laborers in front line for Salinator, and then backed up by a ton of blasting charges and blunderbusses, as they are just throwing in Iron Sworn, some very solid infantry, and some very solid AP firepower, and they're just gonna shine for a bit more before the dwarf shotguns come over as well. Anyways, Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders as the mobility, and in the sky a single Sorcerer Prophet of Fire to burn down Empire front line. The Goblin Laborers are going in a column formation to give more line of sight for the blasting charges to chuck in those bombs against the Empire State Troop frontline. Swordsmen, great swords. Empire Knights are charging in as well, but they might get stopped by a ton of blunderbusses. But no, they're charging in. They're just going straight for the blunderbusses at the back line, but they're taking so much damage from the blunderbusses. At the back there, Silver Bullets are focusing down the Sorcerer Prophet of Fire, and a bit of Malkov's Mystifying Miasma, draining away the health of the Iron Sworn, but the blunderbusses are taking so much health away from the Great Swords, and the Infernal Iron Swans are going to drop in blasting charges, or whatever explosive they're using to blast through the Great Swords. Swordsmen are fighting through Goblin Laborers, and there are some Black Lions doing some pretty good work. They are in an optimal angle with their volley guns, blaster volley guns, so they can do more damage against the sides of the Chaos Dwarf blunderbusses. And some regrouped Empire State troops are coming back. Silver Bullets continue to fire at the Sorcerer Prophet of Fire. And where's the Empire leader? Marcus Wolfheart. I did see him drop a net earlier to knock down the Sorcerer Prophet of Fire, so that net might be on cooldown right now, and the Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders were able to get on top of the Silver Bullets and start running them down. But at this point, the Infernal Iron Sworn is actually taking quite a bit of damage from the Black Lions. Now the Black Lions switching over to the other blunderbusses, while the Great Swords are still pressuring the Infernal Iron Sworn, who is still pretty much at full health, taking almost no losses at all. Now, I think it's a good time for the Black Lions to run, because the blunderbusses are moving in to shoot at the Black Lions now. At the back, the Silver Bullets are trying to get secured. Oh no, the shotgun damage is too much. The Black Lions are down to half health already with one volley. Pit of Shades in an attempt to work down the Infernal Iron Sworn, but unfortunately just not quite managed to do it. Oh, more blunderbusses killed one unit model of Black Lions, who is a little bit too lagging behind in terms of reaction. And Balance of Heart is against the Empire now, as they're taking more and more losses. Oh no, the Black Lions, they could have done so much. They're left in front of the Iron Sworn for a little too long there, and just absolutely annihilated by those shotguns. Chaos Dwarf Blunderbuss is now focusing fire on Marcus Wolfheart, but I don't think that matters anymore. Without the Black Lions, there's simply not enough DPS to deal with all the Iron Sworn and blunderbusses, so that might just be the end of Xerxes' Empire army at this point, unfortunately. Oh, GG to both players though. But yeah, Salinator is in the ODM clan one of the best clans so far in terms of player skills levels on average. So yeah, very strong performance from Salinator here there. Basically a clean sweep of 2 victories with Oh, the blunderbusses did so much damage. 3,200 gold worth of damage value on the on Marcus Wolfheart and Black Lions, I assume, and the Empire Knights and all that. Oh, that hurts a lot. And the other blunderbusses did alright as well. So, yeah. That hurts a lot. But yeah, GG to Saint Lenator for winning the tournament of Friday Night Fight. And a valiant attempt from Zexy as well. And did some really good work in the earlier rounds, I suppose. But I don't think I saw that many games other than Tomb King. And other than the Empire... Warriors of Chaos one versus the Tomb King ones. But yeah, GG. GG to both players. And for the rest of the players as well, thank you very much for joining the tournament and playing in this Friday Night Fight. And I hope you all had a good time playing as well. For viewers, stay tuned because we're moving on to the replay section. And yeah. But before that, I'm going to take a 2-minute break and just get a bit of food and get a bit of drinks. Yes, King, now that I know you have carrots, I'll find you and torture you for penetrating elf formations. Not the carrots and torture. Those two should not go together. 1 minute ago, there were 3 cav. Yeah. The blunderbusses was a bit too much and just straight up deleted the Empire Knights. CD might be strong, but they're soon to be the dwarves with their shotguns and airships, so it might be the dwarf's time to shine. It's still going to be a dwarf meta, but it's going to be actual dwarfs instead of a chaos dwarves. I don't know. But yeah, quickly head off for some food to top myself up. Carrot torture sounds very interesting. No, no, no! Stop it! Stop! Don't think about it. Stop it. Anyways, yeah, give me 2 minutes and I'll be back and for more replay action. Alright, I'm back. Got a bit of a snack and I'm ready to keep casting. Yeah. Probably should have ate dinner before the stream, but well, whatever. I wasn't hungry and I had some snacks before then, but yeah. Now, let us ready ourselves for more action. This is exactly yeah. We're going back to the battle we just dropped. We might do a bit of fast forward there. As I remember, the Warriors of Chaos frontline was doing some pretty good work and just pushing back the Dark Elf infantry. Alright, well, just do a bit of fast forward here. If you were not there or just kind of lost track of the army builds, we'll do a bit of quick recap. Marauders, and then in the center, Chaos Warriors of Slanesh with Hell Scourges, a couple Chaos Trolls, and on the flanks, Chaos Warhounds with Poison and Chaos Knights, and in the front, 3 Marauder Horsemen, one of them with Throwing Axes for the Warriors of Chaos, leading the army Azazel. While on the other side, Dark Elves going for a front line of Bleak Swords, and with 3 Dark Riders with Repeater Crossbows supporting. On the flanks, 2 Cold One Knights on each side, and leading the army Malice Darkblade, supported by a Sorceress of Shadows on foot coming in with Malkovs and Pit of Shades. Now in the front line there, the Dark Riders with Repeater Crossbows are trying to aim at the Chaos Trolls, same goes for the other side, but a Pavane of Slaanesh just lured them into a melee combat, and the Chaos Trolls are just charging straight back at them, and yep, they're getting wrecked by both the magic and the melee fight. So yeah, losing Repeater Crossbows right there, and on the other side, Cold Knights pushing forward, but the Chaos Knights are just pulling back because they know that the front line can win for them, and they can just drive back the Dark Elf infantry support, and then provide some more armor-piercing support with the Chaos Trolls to work down the Cold Knights. And anyways, over here, Chaos Knights charging in with the Warhounds, and they're taking a bit of Malkovs, while over here, Pit of Shades is Pit of Shades blasting away some of the Chaos Warriors of Slanesh and doing some pretty good damage. But the Marauder Horsemen are moving in, and they're just chucking down some skirmishing firepower to work down the nearby Cold Knights. And Javelins do have decent armor-piercing value, so did put a dent in the Cold Knights. Now the Chaos Knights pulling back temporarily, try to charge back in, but they decided otherwise again. And on the far side, Throwing Axes are still managed to chase off some of the Repeater Crossbows, but they managed to regroup right before the white line, while the Dark Riders over here is eating another Pavane of Slanesh, being lured into melee combat against the Chaos Trolls. They're getting absolutely wrecked in melee combat. The Throwing Axes probably should just start aiming at the armored Cold Knights a bit more, instead of trying to chase off the enemy Repeater Crossbows, because their AP fire is a bit wasted on the lightly armored skirmish cav. Like, Javelins against Repeater Crossbows probably would be a better choice here, but anyways, it seems that the Dark Elves are losing a bit here. Azazel just hunting down the Dark Riders with Repeater Crossbows as well. Throwing Axes missing, unfortunately. But yeah, Cold Knights slowly but surely getting dragged down by the Chaos Knights. They're kind of trading, but the Cold Knights are really struggling to damage the Chaos Knights here for some reason. I mean, not surprised, considering the Cold Knights do have pretty shit melee stats in general, until the Murderous Prowess boosting their melee attack offensive stats. Anyways, over here, Bleak Swords are gonna get beaten down by Chaos Trolls and Chaos Warriors of Slanesh with Hell Scourges, and the Dark Riders are being pushed back. Cold Knights over here are trying to fight through the Chaos Knights, but the Trolls are gonna output some armor-piercing damage in the vicinity. And it seems that the Warriors of Chaos is getting a bit more of a control on the battlefield overall. Some regrouped Marauder Horsemen are chugging in Javelins and working down the Cold Knights, shooting at them from behind and ignoring that missile block chance because shields are facing the wrong way. And Chaos Trolls are gonna pile in and start dishing out some AP damage against the Cold Knights. And on the other side, the double Cold Knights finally finish off the Chaos Knights, but it took them so long to do it. It's I don't even know if it's actually worth the effort. Probably another Pavane of Slanesh. No, actually, it's just Demon Blade was activated and it kind of disrupted the casting of the Pavane of Slanesh, and now the Pavane of Slanesh was casted onto the Repeater Crossbows, but probably should have casted on the Cold Knights instead, because they are wrecking those Marauder Horsemen. While the the Medusa has been kind of kiting and shooting and scooting for a bit. Didn't really have a lot of chances to shoot because still having most of the ammo in store. I suppose that can be quite threatening in late game, blasting away at enemy infantry, especially the Chaos Warriors of Slaanesh, and the Sorcerers of Shadows can still output some pretty decent damage. But the thing is, what can the Warriors of Chaos do to work down Malice and Zarkin? I don't see how they can win unless they have a way to deal with Malice and Zarkin. Oh, a nasty Pit of Shades coming in, wrecking this whole unit of Slaanesh House Scourge's warriors. Oh, that hurts a lot. And yeah, Azazel diving down. Balance of Power is slowly moving against Warriors of Chaos despite having more battlefield control, because the single entities and that one unit of healthy Core Knights might just be too much for the Warriors of Chaos there. Yeah. The Warriors of Chaos army is slowly losing out on all kinds of support. The throwing axes are running out of ammo. One last volley left. I don't even know if they even have a full volley, or just a few unit models have a couple volleys here and there and decided, and so they still have a volley left, kind of thing. So like they might not necessarily have a full volley on all of the unit models, and then some might just be a couple shots and be it. And Chaos Troll is being piled on by a bunch of Core Knights, so they are gonna get finished. And Azazel here is just gonna get isolated and, yes, surrounded and finished off as well. Because Malice Darkblade with Core Knights is just gonna beat him down, surround him and all that. So there goes the first battle between Borain and Zaxi. A pretty good one, actually. And the Bloodwreck Medusa did a lot of kills, just kind of shooting and kiting. A lot of kiting element in this Dark Elf build, but mostly the shooting and scooting. Armor piercing firepower from the Medusa did some good work against the armored Chaos Infantry. Core Knights actually did well in this combat, as the Warriors of Chaos doesn't really have anything to trade well into these armored anti-large armor piercing cavalry. And yeah, GG. Ooh, the Trolls did alright, but just not really doing enough. Chaos Knights were a mistake, probably should have taken 6 skirmish units. Maybe, but then there's nothing to stop the Core Knights, so it's a bit of a trade-off. Maybe more skirmishing units might help. Actually, more throwing axes might help, actually. But then again, I guess the Warhounds, just get one more Warhound to pressure the repeater crossbows, I guess. But then, wait, you're bringing Azazel. You already have Pavane of Slaanesh. You don't have to worry about catching them. You just get them towards you. Yeah, that might be it. That might be the answer. War Wagon Kite. Let's go. Rusto versus Pathetic Enterprise, also known as Nurgle's PA. It's an Empire versus Chaos Dwarf battle. And Empire going for 3 War Wagons, 4 Empire Knights, 4 State Troops, Spears with shields, one of them with a few chevrons, leading the army, Boris Stormbringer pretty standard, and a Sunmaker readying to just annihilate enemy infantry formations. But can they do this? Because, well, Sunmaker does fire damage, and, well, Chaos Dwarves have fire resistance, so a bit of that damage will be mitigated. Now, the Chaos Dwarves do have quite a bit of elite infantry in the form of Infernal Iron Swans and some Blazing Beards of Bazarak. That can accrue some pretty good value if they got wrecked by the Sunmaker. But with the formation like this, it's not actually landing that many hits on the Infernal Iron Swan. Like, probably aimed. Yeah, it's not doing that much damage against such a thinly layered infantry. And on the far side, for the Chaos Dwarves, there's some Hobgoblin sneaky gits slowly sneaking their way to the Empire formations, while the Infernal Islands ones are just kind of turning around, trying to... Where's the white line? No, far enough from the white line. It's not white line camping. But yeah, just turning around to rush the Empire front line, while the War Wagons, triple War Wagons, are just kiting away at the Demon's Tongue, slowly chipping away at their health. And doing some pretty significant damage already to the Demon's Tongue and the Demon Sorcerer of Fire. I don't know what's happening to the Sunmaker, but it's definitely not doing... Oh, well, it's fire resistance. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the Sunmaker is definitely not doing that much damage to the Infernal Iron Sword. Although they're now down to 60% of HP, but also the Sunmaker don't have that many volleys on them. They need to really make each and every single volley count. And right now, I don't think it's making it count yet. Like, even Malkov's has been casted onto the Infernal Iron Sword to really try to work them down, but still have 40% HP left. They are hanging around. Alright, some of the shots landed into the next Infernal Iron Sworn, so doing some pretty nice collateral damage there. Not collateral damage, but like, yeah, extra damage, I suppose. Anyways, Empire Knights charging into the Goblin Laborers, a very good call. Just wrecking these supporting infantry. Making sure that the Chaos Dwarves have less models that can help them out. While... Oh, there are a couple of Bull Center Renders actually at the back. One with great weapons, the other... Actually, just one Bull Center Renders. But now, here comes the Flamethrower on the Demon's Tongue. War Wagons continues to kite though, and doing some pretty good damage against the Demon's Tongue. Now, keep shooting. They just keep shooting and they keep shooting. And Boris dives down onto the Infernal Iron Sworn as well. A Malkov's and a Pit of Shades. Probably gonna wreck this Infernal Iron Sworn, honestly. Doing some pretty good work overall. Yeah, like down to half health already. And oof, yeah. This is a pretty good job from the Empire so far, actually. Now, 2 of the Infernal Iron Swans down to half health, but of course, being Infernal Iron Swan, they kind of just fight to the death anyway, so it's not that much of a big deal yet. Sunmaker needs to keep firing, but the enemy might be too close for comfort at this point to keep shooting. Oh, sneaky kids are coming! Oh, the ambush is here! And they managed to get on top of the Sunmaker, who managed to fire another volley as they are in guard mode, I assume. Boris is also diving down alongside the support of a bunch of Empire Knights, really trying to push back these sneaky kids so that the Sunmaker can keep firing, but the Infernal Iron Sworn are in range to drop their bombs, their explosions into the crew of the Sunmaker. So this might be the last volley of the Sunmaker as they are absolutely obliterated by the Infernal Iron Sworn's explosions. Now, state troops are still fighting. Spearmen are just kind of tying down the rest of the Infernal Iron Swans. The War Wagons continues to poke at the Demon's Tongue, finally managed to finish it off. But the problem is that Empire now don't really have that many options to deal with the Infernal Iron Swan. This might be a big issue in the late game as Infernal Iron Swan will fight to their death, and War Wagons might not have enough bullets to deal with all the Silver Shields Infernal Iron Sworn. They need to really circle around at the back. Oh, Bulls and Renders with great weapons are piling on to Boris, and Boris might just get wrecked here if he doesn't get away soon. All the anti-large armor piercing will get him down, and he's trying to push through the Killstov infantry here and get to the safety behind the lines of his own men, and he did. The spearmen routed, but their bodies managed to block the Infernal Iron Swan, and he got back into the sky. More explosions and more spears getting wrecked. War Wagons continues to kite and shoot. Keeps chipping away the health of the Demon Smith Sorcerer, but the main problem might be Zartan the Black, as he does have a net here that can pin down Boris and allow the Bull Hunter Ender to surround him. But yeah, the War Wagons are shooting. Another fireball from the Demon Smith Sorcerer to chip away the health of the Great Wizard. While Empire Knights continues to just keep cycle charging and picking away enemy troops. With the War Wagons shooting at the Infernal Iron Swan now. Very poor use of their ammo, but not... I assume they're on fire at will, so that's why. Or they're just aiming... They already have attack order on something, and for some reason that automatically puts them into firing mode against the nearest target, so they're just kind of wasting shots, kind of. But yeah, another Malkov's draining away the health of the Infernal Iron Swan. Zartan the Black still fighting alongside some Infernal Iron Swan down to 1,000 health, still having 40 unit models left, just beating back another wave of spears. And now Empire doesn't really have that many infantry support left. The Demon Smith Sorcerer is probably not long for this world, and there are a couple of volleys from the War Wagons will finish it off. The question is whether they can get those volleys in. One volley in, another volley. Those volleys missed. So the Demon Smith Sorcerer survives for now. But there are still quite a few Infernal Iron Sworn left to be finished off with. yeah, we'll do a bit of fast forward here. Infernal Iron moving up while the war wagons are now chipping away the health off the bull center renders. Boris committed into a pursuit to chase off the Demon Smith Sorcerer, and another Melkoffs to drain away the health of the Infernal Iron Sworn. A isolated unit of Infernal Iron Sworn got charged by a bunch of Empire Knights, but the heavy armor and 65 melee defense helps them to hold the line. Pit of Shades here, blasting away some Blazing Beards of Bazarak, but I feel like a better use of the magic would just be keep dumping Melkoffs, but at this point, Chaos Dwarf, having only infantry left, will be throwing in the towel because they know that they can't really catch all the Empire, and the Empire will just keep kiting away, and kiting away. Yeah, very good performance in this kiting battle. Sunmaker still almost earning back their value, as expected from one of the most powerful artillery unit in the entire game. But yeah, the War Wagons kite was just too much for the Chaos Dwarfs here, I suppose. Losing the caster, losing the Demon's Tongue to all those AP fire, and having nothing to catch the War Wagons, yeah, things are rough for the War Wagons for this game, for sure. GG to both players. Now, next up, Sir Groot, Lizardman versus Tomb Kings. No big dinos here. It used to be a Krogar every time thing, but I suppose with all the Tomb Kings missiles, Krogar is not a good choice here. Last games before War Wagons get nerfed to the ground. I wouldn't say War Wagons got nerfed to the ground, but they definitely feels a little less impactful for sure. For sure. Alright. Army boats for both sides. Lizardman on Sir Groot. Right. Wait, that was the Sir Groot first. Hold on a second, sorry. If I remember correctly, that's a Sir. No, that's. Right. I forgot to check the names again. I forgot to memorize the names on both sides again. So, Lizardman and versus Tomb Kings, and wait, maybe I can find it. I just need to find it. I probably can't find it. Oh right, Rusto is Lizardman, I think, versus Tomb Kings from Sir Groot, I think. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, Lizardman front line is just a tons of Soras. Some with spears, some without. All of them have shields though to block those Tomb Kings arrow fire if there are any. Crossagores at the back are not bringing skinks in the front line, so you can't really synergize with the Crossagore Spawnkin buff. This might be a problem. Wait, no, there are some skink skirmishers close enough nearby to give them the Spawnkin, so yeah, there they go. Skink skirmishers. Vertical ones for mobility, some on the flanks, and the caster would be a Lord, Slime Mage Priest of Fire to burn down enemy infantry. For the Tomb Kings, they front line of Skeleton Warriors guarding a ton of Sepulchral Stalkers and the Chosen of the Gods, already blasting away at the Crossagore, one of them down to 60% of HP, as there's also a Bone Giant, producing some very solid anti-large firepower. At the back there are spears guarding the rear and a couple Necro Horsemen, four Necro Horsemen, providing that mobility support. Burning Head going down the front line, but nice dodge from the Tomb Kings player there. So the Skeleton Warriors, this one is largely untouched, and the Burning Head didn't actually curve into the skeletons here, so instead it's just curved in some of the Sword Spears, so doing some friendly fire and not doing much against the enemy. Very unfortunate for the Lizardmen there. And the Necro Horsemen is just readying themselves to counteract the Colt 1 charge. They don't have much armor piercing though, so it's just gonna be two mobility units bogged down on each other or something. In the front line, Skeleton Warriors getting beaten up by all kinds of Saurus, as the Saurus Spears, even the Saurus Spears have good enough melee stats and weapon strength to wreck skeletons in melee combat. A Fate of Buna though from Arkan the Black, draining the health of the Saurus Spear, but not killing it outright just yet. the skeleton infantry are faltering, and Slimy Priest of Fire is just chilling at the back there. Doesn't want to get too close to the action or get exposed to Bone Giant or Chosen of the Gods Fire. Right now, Sepulchral Stalkers are not having any good targets. Oh, Bone Giant blasting the Croxagore, getting some pretty nice damage done. But on the flanks, the Saurus are intruding alongside Ferocal ones. These guys need to get back into the middle here and start running down on the Sepulchral Stalkers or something. Basically, they need to start doing damage instead of just sitting there doing nothing. But the front line wise, Saurus are getting some solid work done, beating up skeletons all over the place. But the Akara Horsemen are charging, piling onto the Saurus warriors, and this is not going to end well for these lizard boys as they're taking more and more damage even with their 60 armor. Good news is that some of the Tomb King's missiles might get compromised soon. Blow dots from those King Skirmishers are chipping away the health of the Sepulchral Stalkers. Spears are getting summoned into the fray, trying to pin down the Chosen of the Gods. But the Shapti summon has been dropped in the middle, trying to slow down the advance of the Saurus Spears, who just kind of ignore them and go after the Sepulchral Stalkers right behind. Skeletons are still holding, but just barely. Actually, they're just crumbling as I say it. And another Burning Head, this time hitting a little bit better, but still doing some friendly fire against routed Saurus spears, which is, I guess, fine. And they hit the rock over here and just kind of bounce around. Anyway, Skeletons getting burned to a crisp. Not that they're not already a crispy set of bones. And on the far side, Ferocal ones are kind of getting forgotten on the other side. Tactical reserve, that's what we call it, right? And yeah, not doing much for now, while the Saurus rush is really in full swing. Just keep grinding undead after undead and then construct after construct. Another Spirit Leech, draining the health of the Croxagore away, and this might be able to just break these Croxagores completely, but this is not going to do much against the Saurus infantry, which have quite a bit of numbers and can fight for quite a while more. Blow dots continues to fire, and they don't really have anyone to support now as all the Croxagores are gone. But they do have the fire support available, I suppose, so that's something. Finally, the Ferocal ones are being remembered by their Slime Mage Priest Master and will be moving in. But here comes more Necro Horsemen to intercept them as the Chosen of the Gods and Sepulchral Stalkers continues to retreat. The Bone Giant is fighting in the mix, but this is not going to be a good trade for him fighting against anti-large spears. Yeah, things are looking slightly in favor of the Lizardmen right now, as the Tomb King's infantry have entirely crumbled. Oh, well, there's some skeleton spears in the mix, but that's just one spear, and there are so many Saurus. Keep pushing on. Even the Chosen of the Gods are now falling victim to the Saurus pursuit. A bit of a Pit of Shades, a very bold Pit of Shades. Oh wait, very bold banishment cast there, right at where the Necro Horseman is stopping. Probably a very nice predictive, preemptive cast, but yeah, very unfortunate for the Necro Horseman stopping right where the banishment is cast, and it got the rest of the unit annihilated by the spell. The rest of the Tomb King's army is also thinning out, as the Saurus are just grinding down everything around them. Even the Chosen of the Gods is taking more and more damage. Arkan the Black desperately dropped a skeleton summon in the mix to protect himself against all these cold ones. And Saurus warriors pushing in. And alongside the Clever Girls, some rampage Clever Girls going after Chosen of the Gods. The armor piercing on the Ferocal ones will do nicely against the Ushapti with Great Bows, who doesn't have the greatest melee stats. Oh wait, they have 44 melee defense. No matter, they still get swarmed by everything around them and they will die for sure. And yeah, there's so many Saurus infantry and whatnot left. I don't think the Bone Giant or Arkan the Black has enough. I don't think either of them has enough gas in their tank to I don't think you can see where your opponent's units will stop. I think you can see where they're aiming, but I don't think you can see where they stop. But yeah. I can see both armies because I'm casting, right? But like, I don't know. I don't think you can, but you probably need to try and test it yourself. But yeah, Arkan the Black hits army losses, and that's gonna be it for the Tomb Kings, because the Lizardmen is just swarming them with a ton of Saurus infantry. The crossbow guards didn't do much because they were heavily focused by all the AP fire, but Saurus did some solid work today and earned back quite a bit of value overall. I mean, one of them did a lot of damage and value, and they all got really good kills. And skink skirmishers with their blow darts still accumulate some solid value, earning by all their cost, some of them earning almost double their cost, or at least a time and a half, at 1.5 times. And Slime Mage Priest did some good burning damage against enemy. On the other side, for the Tomb Kings, Bone Giant did some good job, did some good damage with the anti-large armor piercing shots, but and of course, Chosen of the Gods is a very good DPS unit as well, but the rest of the army not so much. There are no good excuse me. There are no good targets for the Sepulchral Stalkers, so they have very limited value, and the skeletons, well, they're skeletons, so what can you say about them, right? The Kara Horsemen also don't have the AP to kill the ones. And yeah, there's that. We've seen that already. Wait, have we missed any replays other than... Okay. This is done. 2 more games. Another Chaos Dwarf fight, really? Oh no, no more Chaos Dwarfs, and Lizardmen, of course. Well. Alright. Grand Cavalier versus Chaos Dwarfs. Archangel or Archangel Anton versus Nurgle's PA. Oh wait, Pathetic Enterprise is Cyrus. Sorry, I forgot. I made a confusion. Pathetic Enterprise is Cyrus. I don't know why I mixed them up. Maybe because PE versus and PA is made me confused. But yeah, for army builds here,
They are but flesh.
for the Grand Cavalier army, we have a front line of Jade Warriors, Peasant Long Spears mixed in all together. At the back, 3 Crane Gunners readying to snipe out some war machines, I suppose. Iron Hail Gunners, even more anti-war machine units. And oh yeah, Archangels versus Nurgle PA. So Archangel on the green side as Cathay, and there are some peasant horses at the back, combined with a couple Onyx Crowmen. Leading the army, Zhaoming, the Iron Dragon, coming in with the Burning Vambraces for sure, and Dragon's Breath, Final Transmutation. For the Chaos Dwarf, a front line of Goblin Laborers, and of course, Iron Sworn all over the place, and some Blazing Beards of Bazarak just readying up their blasting charges or whatever explosives they're wielding. The Demon's Tongue is also ready to just run over Cathay infantry. And in the sky, the Demon Smith Sorcerer of Death as well as a Sorcerer Prophet of Metal. Double caster. Interesting. And front line of Goblin Laborers, of course. Now, right at the beginning, the Crane Gunner Focus Fire is already dishing out some solid damage against the Infernal Iron Sworn. Their Silver Shields got hacked down to a Bronze Shield at 31% because of the 24% missile block chance reduction of the shield break effect on all these Crane Gunners. A little bit of a breath attack, double breath attack, not actually doing that much damage because some unit models get knocked down and the later breath attack doesn't damage them. So yeah, burning some Jade Warriors, which is nice, but here comes a real killing blow. Explosives from all these Infernal Iron Sworns, Blazing Beards, just blasting away at the Jade Warriors, doing some solid damage, and then the Demon's Tongue just charges straight in, plowing through enemy infantry and straight into the back line. Crane Gunners and Iron Hero Gunners are trying to focus down on the double Bale Taurus. Yeah, and or is it Great Taurus? Great Taurus. But yeah, the both of the characters are both of the Chaos Dwarf characters are taking solid damage. Final Transmutation on the peasant. On the Final Transmutation on Demon's Tongue. Only it might not be the best cast of the spell. Hitting both the Sorcerer Prophet and the Demon Smith Sorcerer might have been a more worthy trade because the Demon's Tongue are being dealt with by the Iron Hail Gunners nearby anyways, and it's kind of a waste of magic if I say so. The main problem is these guys here, the Infernal Iron Sworn, still having quite a bit of blasting charges, explosives left to keep chugging out damage. They might just be able to annihilate another unit of Jade Warriors. There are some very healthy Jade Warriors managed to push back the Goblin laborers here, but they still have to fight through all those Infernal Iron Sworn. In the skies there, the Demon Smith Sorcerer is flying around. Might be a good time to start diving down and disrupt the enemy missile troops. Or he'll just keep shooting his grenade launching pistol and just blasting them away. Or maybe the help of the Infernal Iron Sworn here, actually disrupting enemy units. Anyways, Zhao Ming has transformed, as the Demon's Tongue is barely clinging on to life with the Reforge ability, sustaining its hit points, so Zhao Ming is gonna finish the job by himself, getting his hands or claws and tail and teeth dirty, charging straight into the Chaos Dwarf War Machine, a Searing Doom from the Sorcerer Prophet of Metal, blasting away some of the Iron Hail Gunners, and the Cathay backline is in a mass exodus. A lot of the balance of power lies in their missile units, and they are kind of getting repelled by all these Chaos Dwarf infantry that has hang on despite taking heavy losses from all those focus fire. And because of the terror of the Sorcerer Prophet's mount, I believe it's a Bale Torx, right? I'll check later, or maybe I won't bother to check. But yeah. Wait, the Great Torx, right? Yeah. I kind of get confused by the Bale Torx and Great Torx. But yeah, the Tauruses are Bale Taurus. Okay, yeah, the one with breath attacks, right? So yeah, the Bale Taurus are running down the Iron Hail Gunners without any issue at all. And Infernal Iron Sworn continues to hold, while on the far side, Infernal Iron Sworn just pushing back everything they can. And oh, this is why there's the Demon Smith Sorcerer of Death. It is the only hero that can get a powerful mount of Bale Taurus. So Nurgle's PA wants to get a flying gun duel, I suppose. So that's why it's two flying monstrosity with very powerful armor-piercing weapon strength, and two casters. Anyways, a little bit of final transmutation here. Does it hit the? Oh no, it doesn't hit the Demon Sorcerer of Death. Just kind of hitting, just aiming at the Sorcerer Prophet of Metal and striking the Infernal Iron Sworn right next to them, which is not the worst thing in the world for the Chaos Dwarf units, I suppose. But then again, the hit points of the Chaos Dwarf leader is running so very low, and the Onyx Crewmen are coming in to rout them away. Oh no, they decided to change their minds? No, perhaps? No, they're going after the Sorcerer Prophet of Metal again, just trying to get him off the white line real quick, because he's right there, Once he's gone, then the Chaos Dwarf leadership will take a big hit. At this point, there's only pretty much the Infernal Iron Sworn left, and might just get run over by repeated charges from Zhao Ming the Iron Dragon. And don't forget, the Burning from Braces are still not used yet, so he can pop the healing at some point soon in the future if he takes any damage and doesn't rout. Infernal Iron Sworn continues to push, and here are some peasants coming in to disrupt them and sacrificing their lives to help their comrades escape. Indeed, the Infernal Iron Sworn will be stopped for now, as the Iron Hail Gunners are blasting into their sides. We'll do a bit of fast forward here, as it's kind of is a cleanup phase now, as the Infernal Iron Sworn are slowly but surely being chipped away by various types of armor-piercing fire on the far side. There are still some Infernal Iron Sworn fighting alongside the Blazing Beards, but Infernal Iron Sworn, despite they're trying their best to catch up to their enemy, they are still in the end dwarves, so their legs are a little bit short, a little too slow to catch up on enemy units, and Zhao Ming, going back into the dragon form, will be running down these armored infantry. But wait, what? Cathay is running out of melee units! Whoa! The Crane Gunners must have been caught for a bit there and took a few more HP losses, and then they just get routed. So Zhao Ming will have to grind through all these Infernal Iron Sworn by himself, and he doesn't have any good spells for it other than Dragon's Breath, which does nothing, does no armor piercing damage, and on top of that it's a fire damage. So Infernal Iron Sworn has fire resistance of 25%, so it will tank all the, like, the Dragon's Breath will be tickling the Infernal Iron Sworn. Now the Infernal Iron Sworn continues to chase after the Iron Hail Gunners, who is desperately running for their life, while the Infernal Iron Sworn are kind of keeping up. And because of the Goblin Laborers charging in, the Iron Hail Gunners got intercepted on their escape route and allowing the Infernal Iron Sworn to pile in and finish them. Now Zhao Ming is alone against all these Infernal Iron Sworn, trying to finish up of these routed units one after the other, while the Jade Warriors comes in and try to pick a fight. The thing is that Zhao Ming is slowly taking damage in this blob fight. And it's actually noticeable over time. He managed to rout off more of the chav, but Infernal Iron Sworn just refuses to back down. They're still fighting and with so much health left. 65 melee defense, man, and Zhao Ming only has, what, 50 melee attack? So a good chunk of those melee attacks are actually mitigated and shrugged off by the Chaos Dwarf infantry. And they're surrounding Zhao Ming, slowly grinding him down. Balance of power is still quite even, but Zhao Ming is ever so low in HP. Returning back to human form. This might be a big mistake, but he probably is trying to squeeze out enough magic for final transmutation. But oh no, he's taking more and more damage and just routes before... Oh, he turned it back into human form, which is a big mistake because Burning from Braces only activates in human form, in dragon form. That's why he didn't get the healing. Oh no, that was a big mistake. And Archangel has been defeated, despite having a... I think the chance of winning is kind of even. After all, Zhao Ming does have the Burning from Braces for the massive heal, but it's a one-time use, and after that, the Iron Sworn will just keep grinding away. They just don't back down. And despite doing a lot of damage, Zhao Ming was not able to carry the game. Oh, Zhao Ming and the Crane Gunners did do so much damage. Just unfortunately, the rest of the Cathay army didn't really hold up, getting double-digit damage on some of these Jade Warriors. One of the Iron Hill Gunners did really well, just shooting the Demon's Town point blank, but the rest of the army not so much. As Zhao Ming unfortunately was not able to activate Burning from Braces and just kind of died there. Now on the other side, the Demon Smith Sorcerer with all the Spirit Leeches did some really good job, and Iron Sworn, man, they're like one of the strongest infantry right now with the explosives and just solid melee stats overall. I think they have even better melee defenses than Iron Breakers, so yeah, holy hell, man. They just grind through everything, holy hell. Anyways, Nurgle's PA versus Zexy, and that shall be the last game for today. That's semi-finals battle, and that shall be our last cast. And yeah. All right. Is a Lizardman versus Dark Elf battle. Two rather strong factions in the meta right now. Dark Elves have always been pretty strong, but there are no Supreme Sorcerers of Soul Stealer here. Just a Supreme Sorceress of Fire. So this might be a bit more of a different mix-up. Anyways, for the Dark Elves on Nurgle's PA side, a front line of Bleak Swords and Dread Spears, backed up by a line of Dark Shards at the back, and one single Dread Spear guarding the Supreme Sorceress of Firewall on the other side. While for the mobility, 4 Coat Knights and 4 Repeater Crossbows. As for the Lizardmen, a front line of Skinks, a second line of Skinks, and a third line of more Skinks. So yeah, front line Skink Cohort and Skink Javi, second line of Skink Skirmishers, and then another one lone Skink at the back. The Legion of Chakwa guarding the Slime Age Priest. And there's a single Bastillodon here blasting away the enemy infantry with the explosive sunlight, the sun laser beams. And 4 Furrow ones for a bit of mobility to stop enemy mobility from advancing using their mass and whatnot. And in disguise, a single Colossodon Hunter for the anti-large armor piercing. This one laser is kind of overshoot the targets and just landed behind them. Not exactly the best aiming there, while the javelins are moving up. Probably just gonna try chucking their javelins at enemy units. No, they're backing up. Just letting the solar beams doing all the work here, the solar engine blasting away, while the Skink Cohort's kind of sitting back away from the Dark Shards range, forcing the Dark Elves to move up and start charging towards the Lizardmen. On the flank there, Pro Quant's backing up, backing up. They took some damage from the repeater crossbows, and they need to pull back so that the skink skirmishers can push up with the skink cohort with javies to push back the repeater crossbows, which is doing quite well so far. And the Bastillodon with solar engine doing some solid damage against. Ooh, it's sniping out the Supreme Sorceress of Fire. Damn, that's a lot of damage. The Dark Elves really need to start pushing up and start running down. Start dealing with the Bastillodon at some point. Because right now, the Supreme Sorceress is getting hurt hard. Anyways, on the other side, Fate of Buna, because the Death Slime Age Priest is straight up deleting the Core Knight, and Dark Elves do not have the kind of healing to counteract this kind of direct damage. The Riders with repeater crossbows would just have to shoot while the skinks are kind of distracted by the Core Knights. On the other side, similar stuff is happening as the Core Knights charging in, but getting charged by the Colossus Hunters. This is not going to be an enjoyable fight for them, while the Dark Riders continues to shoot. Skinks finally start pushing forward, and the Dark Shards are now getting blasted by the Bastillodon, getting their accuracy debuffed by the blinded effect of the Solar Engine. Big Swords should be able to win out against Skinks, but then there are some Legion of Chakwa, Solar Engine, Rev Crystal of the Bastillodon coming in, helping out. So yeah, things are going, still can swing anyway. Burning Head from the Supreme Sorceress of Fire, burning down both. Probably did more friendly fire than actual damage against enemy, because it curves into a second unit of Bleak Sword. Oh, it hurts so much. Taking a 20% of HP from both Bleak Sword units. It's curved into one unit and then curved into the second unit. Oh, this hurts. Anyways, on the other side, Bastillodon with Rev Crystal YOLOing balls deep into the Dark Shards, but a little bit too deep there, as the other Dark Shards are now able to just turn around and start shooting, cross-firing at the Rev Crystal. And this might cause the Lizardmen to lose their valuable piece of healing, this precious piece of healing, early in the game. Not early right now, it's actually mid-game, but still. Losing it is gonna hurt a lot. Banishment on top of the Dark Shards. I feel like Banishment on top of the Core Knights would be better, just to try to get Bastillodon out of the mess. But alas, the Banishment has been casted and it's been spent. So no take backs, no takesies backsies, and the Legion of Chakwa eating a Burning Head, and alongside the Skink Skirmishers right next to them. Finally, the Bastillodon has freed itself out of the grasp of all these Core Knights and Dread Spears. Actually, nope, it's still kind of stuck, but it's pushing away for sure. And on the other side, the Core Knights and Repeater Crossbows are driven back quite a bit. Actually, Core Knights are getting worked down quite hard, while the Colossal Hunters kind of standing idle in the skies and are getting shot by the Repeater Crossbows. Javelins, Skinks continues to pressure the Repeater Crossbows away, but they don't actually have enough speed to catch up, so maybe the Dark Riders will come back. Anyways, Furrow Koan's now getting on top of the Dark Shards, doing some nice disruption against the armor-piercing fire, while the Rev Crystal, it can't heal itself, so it just needs to keep dumping out Rev Crystal, keep on dumping out those healing as soon as possible to use up most of its charges. Solar Engine has been fighting some Dread Spears. Now here comes some Koans to distract the Dread Spears, allowing the Bastillodon to maybe shoot at some point. But the Dark Shards are also moving in and just kind of aim down one of the monsters and start shooting them down. And the Lizardman front line is kind of crumbling so far, as most of the melee infantry are gone. Mostly are just the skirmishers left, or the Skinks infantry are just really far away. So, a pretty good hit from the Bastillodon Solar Engine, blasting away a few of these Dark Riders. But there's only one Solar Engine and so many Dark Elves right now, as the Dark Elves continues to pile onto the Lizardman troops. But then again, Bastillodon, after shooting up all its ammo, it can just charge into melee, or like this. Just going straight for the nearest Dark Shards and disrupt them in melee, running down these missile infantry. There's no point, like, might as well just throw them into disruption and stop the Dark Shards from firing, right? Anyways, Dark Riders continues to skirmish, but the Skink skirmishers are here to counteract them, providing some supporting fire and just shoot them down from afar. The Colossal Hunters will be diving down, and oh wow, that's a lot of damage on the charge. That's 20% of HP gone, alongside the Overwatch fire from the Skink skirmishers. That Dark Riders a quarter of HP gone, and yeah, the Dark Riders are not gonna hold on for too long. While the Fire Supreme Sorceress getting hit by a Spirit Leech, and it's down to less than half health. Banishment, another banishment dropping onto the Dread Spears and Dark Shards, doing enough damage such that they are falling victim to the Bastillodon's terror. A very nice use of the Bastillodon unit, not only sitting back with it to blast away an enemy from afar, but also triggering that terror by throwing it in melee combat. And at this point, the Dark Elves are pretty behind on balance of power and just in terms of killing power on the field. Bastillodon Solar Engine is still very healthy, there's still a ton of skinks around, and the Slime Age Priest of Death is holding up that balance of power very nicely, being a powerful spellcaster. And the Supreme Sorceress of Fire is taking more and more damage, another Spirit Leech even, and yeah, this might be it for the Supreme Sorceress. And she'll be routed, army losses hit, and that shall be the end of the Dark Elves. Zexy won this battle and has moved successfully to the finals. A lot of kills from Nurgle's PA Supreme Sorceress of Fire, but some of that is friendly. Like, the friendly fire doesn't count into this final army performance screen, but still, it's not great for the Dark Elves for sure. A little bit of a toasty death. And the repeater crossbows didn't do that much damage because they were heavily pressured by all the Cold Ones, the Feral Cold Ones. Cold Knights theoretically can win out against all these Feral Cold Ones, but of course, there's the, on one side there are the Colossodon Hunters helping out, pushing the pressure with the anti-large armor piercing, and the other side there's the Fate of Bunat deleting one of the Cold One Knights straight up. So yeah, they were not able to do that much damage overall, and the Dark Shards did some really, one of them did some really solid work, the other not so much, and yeah. That's basically it for today's battle. Oof. The Fate of Birna and Spirit Leech is just too much, man. Slime Age Priest of Death is too strong. Like, Death Magic is so strong right now, honestly. And on top of that, because the Slime Age Priest has the Greater Arcane Conduit, which adds 10% of spell intensity, yeah, the Slime Age Priest can do extra damage with Fate of Birna and Spirit Leech. Not great. Not great for anyone facing them off. A very nice use of the Death Magic here for Zagzi. And yeah, that's it for today's battles. I hope you're ooh, what did this javelin do? Probably shoot down some Cold One Knights or repeater crossbows. But yeah, anyways, that's it for today's battles. I hope you all enjoyed the multiplayer tournament action today. And yeah, that's gonna be all of the Thrones of Decay tournament casting from me. After that, I will be moving on to the early access content entirely. Oh, I still have a few like pre-patch, like, yeah, I still have a few pre-Thrones of Decay battles that I can, videos that I need to showcase, but they will be shown a little bit further in the future. For now, that is gonna be it for today, and I hope you all have a good day or good night wherever you are. And I'll see you guys in the next one. If you want to see more Total War Warhammer 3 multiplayer, especially early access content, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Tactical Lich signing out.